The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
I don't know that I can talk over her.
Well, we're going to have to try because welcome to Canfield, Ohio, and the Mahoning County Fair. I'm Frank Frost along with Michael Langer. Today we got 12 races on top, and we've got a very loud singer going today. Good to have her. She will be entertaining between the races. Not as loud as Echo Valley yesterday. Echo Valley was right over here, and they were not as loud, so we're going to have to turn that down a little bit. So I just signaled Roger that is way too loud. We've got people holding their ears, so we're going to have to get somebody in here to do that. But glad to have you along for a great day of racing.
Labor Day, folks.
And for those of you who have been looking for the racing from Marietta, the rains came yesterday, washed out the rain, and yeah, we're going to have to turn this down. They washed out the rain in Marietta. It was so bad they had to cancel. They tried to go today. They could not. They are moving those races to McConnellsville. They hope to start around 1:30 today. So, yeah, we got to try to find somebody here to turn this down a little bit.
Or unplug our amplifier.
I mean, this, yeah, you
want to talk about the first race, Frank?
We're going to have to. We're in the Home Talent Colt Stakes. Before we do, for those of you that were here yesterday, we had a great view of the track. We'll take you around real quick to show you. This is a very great, nice track here at Canfield. As we come around, you're going to see some things. But the one problem we do have is the stage was set up yesterday for Bradley Gilbert, the country star, and the stage is still set up. And that'll be for Daughtry tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, who will be performing along with Buck Cherry, and you can see this around. So
it should be a great show, right? Should be a great show.
I hope so. I saw Woody Wolven, the head of the Home Talent Colt Stakes, went over and told the girl to kind of tone it down a little bit. So we're hoping she gets done with this song shortly, and then they wait till they get the sound guy back over here to turn her down a little bit. Oh, so there we go. So they're going to hold off until they get the person here to maybe take care of that. So.
How about a quick summary of today's events?
Yeah, why don't we go over them?
Sure. We do have 12 races here starting in just a little bit. Oh.
That's just right. We're going over the changes.
Okay.
So, yep.
12 races, $72,000 in purses. We have 5 two-year-old races, 5 three-year-old races. It's all boys today, all colts and geldings, with the exception of a couple of girls in the 2 signature series races that we have, which are race 2 and race 11. Those both will have purses of $12,000 each. And let me just tell you, in race number 2, that first of the 2 signature series races, there are 6 gentlemen and 2 ladies racing in there, and they have combined earnings, those 8 horses, of $1,840,000. So that is a true blast of signature quality horses. And the second one, which is the 11th race, also a $12,000 purse. 7 gentlemen and 1 lady racing, and they are racing with earnings combined of $1.5 million. So those 2 signature races combined earnings of the participants $3.3 million this afternoon. So that's huge. 3 divisions in the 3-year-old Colt Pace, the 1st, 5th, and 8th race. 2-year-old Colt Pace, there are 2 divisions, the 3rd and the 10th races. The 3-year-old Colt Trot, 2 divisions, 4th race and 9th race. And the 2-year-old Colt Trot, 3 divisions, 6, 7, and 12. It is a nice afternoon.
From yesterday, our drivers, Elliot Deaton led the way with 3 wins. Luke Ebersol had 2. The other winners were Justin Irvine, Eric Miller, Darren Harvey, and Amon Hirschberger. Our trainer side, we had 2 trainers, Ryan Deaton and Dan Walski, with 2 wins each. Don Irvine Jr., Isaiah Schrake, Corey Dearman, Wes Hirschberger, and Levi Hirschberger each had 1 win. So I think we're getting close to a first post parade, but they are turning in the...
Because they know they have to be perfect.
For Roger, yes, they do.
It is a perfect weather day for this Labor Day, this last day of the fair here in Canfield, which I found out this morning is the 2nd largest county fair east of the Mississippi River. One
of the biggest in the country.
In the country, absolutely. Over 500,000 attendees by the time this ends with the Daughtry concert tonight.
I thought, Roger, we had the 1 and the 2 coming this way, but they ended up turning and heading back. Roger's still just doing the driver changes today. We do have 2 changes in the first race. Fear of the Creek, John Hochstetler, the trainer, will drive, and Rooney in Tune, Tyler Angus, will get the drive for Rooney in Tune.
Thank you. I don't have any of these.
You don't have any?
I don't have any of them.
Well, we can give you some more here.
Okay.
While we've got them, we can give everybody else them. The second race is clear. The third race, Amon Hirschberger drives the number 1 Fear Giver. Chris Hirschberger will drive number 3 Arrow John. And Keith Cash Jr. will drive number 4 Pure Dragon. In the 5th race, wait for you to catch up.
Good.
Kurt Sugg will, or I'm sorry, in the 4th race, my bad. Kurt Sugg will drive the number 2 Sir Cactus Jack.
Met him this morning for the first time. I walked up to him and I said, I finally get to meet you after betting you 300 times.
And the number 6 is Don Irvine Jr.
Oh, that's a first for me this year.
Donnie will be in the bike. I talked to him today. 5 is clear. In the 6th race, scratch the number 3 CS Sugar Tom. In the 7th race, Kurt Sugg will drive number 3 Splurge on Uncle. In the 8th race, Keith Cash Jr. will drive number 5 Somewhere Up. And the number 7 Just Barley will be driven by Chris Presley. In the 9th, the number 1 CS Door Prize, make the driver Jason Thompson. 10 and 11 are clear, and we are set for the post parade. Let's go up to Roger. There is your field for the first race today from the Mahoning County Fair in Canfield.
And that is a 3-year-old Colt pace. Again, this is Division 1 of 3.
That's a little better on the singer. Yep. So.
Is she singing or
yes,
talking?
Well, I think she's kind of talking right now.
I think
we got a better volume
better.
there. So.
I hope it's better.
So let's take a look at these horses a little more. Michael, if you want to start.
I will. Number 1, Little Legend, Mark St. Louis Jr. in the bike for Stacy Curry. Stacy trains and owns. This is a bit of a legend gelding out of the Badlands Hanover Mare Island View. 15 starts this year, a couple of wins, a second, a third, and a mark of 56-1 at Mount Vernon.
The number 2 is Stars Over Sydney. Keith Cash Jr. drives for Brett Schwartz. This is a Yankee Cruiser out of the 4-star Sharkmare Mega Star, 14 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds, and a third. Earnings of just under $22,000, was second last time out at Lima.
Number 3 is Bullville's A. Logan Ebersol in the bike for Richard Stacy out of New Springfield, who owns and trains. This is a Bullville powerful gelding out of the well-said mare. Alexis said 9 starts this year, looking for a win, 4,600 in earnings, 0 for 21 for life.
The number 4 is Fear of the Creek. John Hochstetler will drive the number 4, 15 starts this year, a win, 3 seconds, 2 thirds. John is also the owner of this Fear of the Dragon, who finished 5th last time out at Woodsfield.
Number 5, Rooney and Tune, Tyler Angus in the bike for Howard Weir Jr., who trains and owns out of here in Canfield. This is a well-said gelding. Out of the Great McCardle, mare McSkinney, 12 starts, 3 seconds, 4 thirds, 11,000 in earnings, still looking for a win.
The number 6 is Dancing Across the USA. Chris Terschberger drives for Christina Hager, who also owns this Dancing Yankee. 9 starts on the year, still looking for that first win. Did not race as a 2-year-old. Last time out at Burton, finished 4th.
And number 7 is Mr. Legend. Nick Clegg in the bike for Betty. This is a bit of a legend gelding out of the Astrios mare, the Mistress. 26 busy starts this year, 8 out of 26 in the money, earnings a little over 13,000, and a market 205 in Marion. At 26 starts, the most by 10 over the next nearest in the field today.
This morning when I was walking through the barn, got a chance to go through the barn and saw Rooney in Tune, the 3-year-old by Well Said. Might be the biggest 3-year-old I have ever seen. Over 17 and a half hands. Handles the turn well. I was talking to Howard Weir Jr., his trainer, says he's pretty handy. They turned him out because he was too big. In fact, he's so big right now, they can't find shoes. They're having to make their own shoes for him. So we are set to go. Let's send it up to Roger Houston for the call of the first.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Well, unfortunately, we did not have Roger. I think whatever they did to quiet down our music player cut Roger out. We had tested it earlier today, and everything was working. So we're going to try to get Roger up and running here shortly. So we apologize for that.
He's over there doing something, Frank.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure we have Roger. So
yeah, little legend, Mark St. Louis, all the way around the racetrack. Once Fear of the Creek started slowing down the 4. Once the Hochstetler's horse, Fear of the Creek, started slowing down a little bit before the half, Mark St. Louis wasted no time, pulled to the outside. I was surprised that Keith Cash pulled Stars over Sydney as early as he did. I went out and he probably pushed that third quarter really, really hard between the half and the 3/4 up there, trying to get past Little Legend, which Stacy Curry's horse was having none of that. And Little Legend goes wire to wire, 7-1. Thank you very much. I personally, I don't know if I should talk about this too much or not, but I'm on a little bit of a hot streak, and thanks to the Red Mile down in Lexington. So I decided that I was going to make a little investment, and I went through the program early this morning here at my Hampton Inn in Boardman, and came to the track and made some wagering. Okay, let's go to Roger.
Bit of a legend, and results are in this race. The blanket is presented in memory of Robert Henderson. Robert Henderson family blanket presented to Little Legend, Mark St. Louis Jr. and Stacy Curry. Results are official. Number 1, Little Legend, the winner. The 2, Stars Over Sydney, 3. The 3, Bolville Said, 5. The 4, Fear of the Creek, 6. The 5, Rooney and Tune, 4. The 6, Dancing Across the USA, 2. The 7, Mr. Legend, 7. Top down, 1, 3, 5, 6, 4, 2, 7 on the bottom, the mile. The quarter, 28 and 2. The half, 59. 3/4, 129, 1. The mile, 2:01. In the
There's no surprise that Chris Hirschberger in Dancing and Across the USA was able to make up that great little stretch run there to come close and pick up a check for second place, as that last quarter was much slower than what the first 3 had been, down to about 31 and change. We're going to take a short break and be back with the second. You're watching live harness racing from Canfield, Ohio, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. We'll be right back.
The Mahoning County Fair, better known as the Canfield Fair, is not only the largest in the state of Ohio, but the 3rd largest fair in the entire nation. What once began in the local courthouse now spans over 350 acres, with more than 60 permanent buildings and a grandstand that holds 6,200 spectators. The Canfield Fair was established in 1846, with the first racetrack laid in 1883. Many horses have seen the track, but the greatest has undoubtedly been Single G. The Immortal Harness Hall of Fame inductee was the horse that time forgot, winning 262 starts and clocking miles in 1:58 and 2 in the 1920s. Single G was invited to the 1926 Mahoning County Fair to pace his final mile before retirement. The crowd filling the grandstand stood and cheered on Single G the entire race. The Canfield Fair now hosts an FFA pace called the Single G in honor of the great horse's last win. Today, the Mahoning County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. They host 3 afternoons of live-action racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
We are back, and this young lady is just jamming over here. She's literally, I don't know, Roger, Frank, 30 feet? Yeah, 30 feet to our left. It's like a long putt. Talked about the day. We talked about the fair. We've got a Daughtry concert tonight. There's a big, giant stage with a huge black curtain that's blocking our view just for about an eighth or so on the back stretch, but we are clear on the turns, full view of the turns, just missing a little bit on the back stretch there. So anyway, where I started to talk about before the break was that I made some wagers for this afternoon's races, and so far we're off to a good start with a little ticket on the 1. Second race coming up. This is the first of the Signature Series. Again, as I mentioned before when we got started today, the horses in this race have earned over $1,800,000. That is led by number 5, Bad Caviar. $353,000.
Eat that caviar.
Earnings. That caviar.
This is the first of the 2 big feature races, the Canfield Trotting Derby, going for $12,000. Big crowd on hand today again here.
Yeah. This is some fair. How many entrances did you say?
I know of at least 11.
11 gate entrances here.
At least 11 I know of.
Pretty big crowd. I took a picture and put it up on my own Facebook page this morning of the line at the Cinnamon Bun stand at 9:30 something this morning.
And that line never got smaller.
No.
All morning.
It doesn't shrink, no. But it's an unbelievably beautiful day for the first time in about a week and a half. We're in the 70s. We got a little breeze. We got a ton of sunshine, and we have no humidity. It's really a great day for racing. And we're off to a good start. That first race, 2:01. We're going to have, I think, a few races today that'll go under 2 minutes. There's a couple of horses in here with some 52s and 53s on the big tracks.
And these turns here are banked a little bit. It's not like some of the county fair tracks where it's flat around the turn, so you're going to get a little bit of a slingshot off of that as they come in. You know, Don Tiger was here on Saturday. I don't remember what day it was, and we were talking about this. This is the type of track that if anything happened and you had to race some pari-mutuels here, you probably could bring it over here for a short period of time. It's wide. They could score 7. We score 6 with 2 trailers during our fairs, but they could score 8 if they had to talk to Woody Woolman. They said there was a couple little things that would have to be adjusted. But you would be able to go and So I also heard today that we have some mule races a little later today coming up too. So
on our track?
Yep, we're going to have a couple mule races at some point during the card. Now, I thought they were coming afterwards, but I was told they would be during our card. They're going to be spotted in, but I'm not sure 100% on that. In fact, the mules are over. If you take a look Get a shot here over in that black trailer is where all the mules are.
Okay, so for me, this year that'll be camels, ostriches,
and now mules.
Mules and wiener dogs.
So there we go. So we are almost ready for our post parade with Roger coming up here. Here we go. Let's go to Roger for the post parade.
In 2024, in memory of Leroy Waller, sponsored by Corey Hendricks and the record. Purse of $12,000. Number 1, Reckon I Will, the driver, Eamon Hirschberger. Number 2, Big Baller Bean with Brady Brown. The 3, Global Girl, Don Irvine Jr. Number 4, Bet Me to Win, Kurt Sugg. Number 5, Big Bad Caviar, Billy Davis Jr. Number 6, Dirty Money with Stacy Curry, the trainer. Mark St. Louis Jr., the driver. And number 7 is scratched. The 8, Enforce the Law, Joseph Cramp in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Let's take a closer look at our entries here in this afternoon's second race. Again, this is the first of our 2 Signature Series races. These are Ohio sired and Ohio owned preferred. In memory of Leroy Waller, $12,000 purse. Number 1, Reckon I Will. This is a 5-year-old gelding trained by Levi Hirschberger, Amon Hirschberger in the bike. Amon owns the horse as well. This is a Southwind Spirit gelding out of the Victory Sam mare, Swivel Hips. 25 starts this year, 8 out of 25, a mark of 56 and $32,000 in earnings.
The number 2 is Big Baller Bean. Brady Brown drives for Steve Schoffel. Big Baller Bean is by Father Patrick out of the Yankee Glide mare. Global Desired, owned by Kathy Schoffel, James Ruther, and Roger Romesser. And this horse is named after the Buffalo Bills general manager, Brandon Bean. 19 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds, 4 thirds, was a winner last time out at Northfield. And I want to welcome all my fellow Bills Mafia people who may be watching today.
Very nice. Number 3, Global Girl, Don Irvine Jr. in the bike for Sue Stockwell, who trains and owns. This is a Global Republic mare out of the Malabar Man. Wow, I haven't heard that in a while. Wow. Bullville Attagirl is the mare, 4 years old, 154 and 4 at Northfield, 11 starts with 4 wins, $15,000 in earnings this year, lifetime earnings of just under $302,000.
The number 4 is Bet Me to Win. Edward Miller trains, Kurt Sugg will drive, Ashley Dunn and Edward Miller are the owners. This is a 6-year-old gelding by Uncle Peter out of the Muscle Massive mare, Blessings Counted. 25 starts, 6 firsts, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, a winner last time out at Northfield by a length.
Number 5, Big Bad Caviar, Billy Davis Jr. from Marion Chupp, owned by Brent Hirschberger of Sugar Creek. This is an 8-year-old winning Mr. Gelding out of the SG's Caviar mare, Caviar Girl. 29 starts this year, 13 in the money, including 5 wins, 5 seconds, a mark of 55 and 4 at Northfield, and just over $61,000 in earnings.
The number 6 is Dirty Money. Mark St. Louis Jr. drives for Stacy Curry. This is a 5-year-old gelding by Cash Hall. 16 starts, 1 win this year. Lifetime 14 wins and 80 starts, $115,000 in earnings.
Number 7, Candy Sweet, Corey Kreiser with his first of a few entries today. Corey trains, drives Amir Najor in West Bloomfield, Michigan, owns this Team 6 mare. Out of the Stephen 1 mare, the Talented 1, 28 starts this year, 16 out of 28 in the money and a mark of 55. And the last horse is Enforce the Law, Joseph Cramp.
We did have a scratch on the 7th. Wanted to jump in on you. Late scratch on the 7th. I didn't know if you had gotten that.
I had not, thank you. Enforce the Law is the 8. Joseph Cramp trains, drives, and owns 25 starts, 12 out of 25, and a mark of 58 on a sloppy track at Northfield. $12,000 purse, Signature Series. Let's take it up to Roger.
Derby. Reckon I Will. Big Bowler Bean. Global Girl. Bet D to Win. Big Caviar. Dirty Money. The trailer. Enforce the Law. Here they come. They're off and trotting on the inside. Reckon I Will. Up on the outside. Big Baller Bean into the turn. 4 wide, going to the first 8. Billy Davis Jr. with Big Bad Caviar. In between horses, Global Girl. On to the backside they go. Bet Me to Win, racing 5th, racing 6th. Down the backside, that is Enforce the Law. Trailing the field, that is Dirty Money. Field by the opening quarter. On the outside, Global Girl and Don Irvine Jr. stick their head in front. Opening quarter in 28 flat. Racing second, Reckon I Will. Racing third, Big Baller Bean. Fourth, tipping to the outside, Big Bad Caviar. Billy Davis Jr. is going to be first up from fourth. Following the cover, Bet Me to Win. Tips to the outside, along with Enforce the Law. Trailing the field as they race in by the half. Dirty Money. They're halfway home. 57-1. 29-1. Second quarter. On to the backside they go. Global Girl leads now by length and 3/4. Racing second down the backside. Reckon I Will. Up on the outside third. That is Big Baller Bean going to the 3/4 mark. At the 3/4 station, 3 wide. Here comes Bet Me to Win and Kurt Sugg. They're at the 3/4. 1:26-4. Midway around the final turn. Global Girl has the lead. Reckon I Will is there second. Big Baller Bean third. On the outside, Bet Me to Win. Into the stretch they come. Global Girl and Don Irvine Jr. drawn away as they please. The whip is tucked on Global Girl. Big Baller Bean, Reckon I Will. The mile, 1:57 3/5.
Smokin', 1:57-3, Global Girl. For a minute I was trying to figure out why Don Irvine was in such a hurry to get to the front.
Early speed held up here Saturday, and it looks like it's going to be that way again
Absolutely.
today.
And he had no concerns about being parked to the first quarter either. He knew he had the best horse in the race today. Global Girl, the winner. Big Baller Bean from Buffalo.
Came back and finished second.
He bottled up against the rail.
He had really no place to go until the stretch, and then finally found a little room down the front. And but Don Irvine Jr. just took Global Girl out to the front and held on for Sue Stockwell. Sue Stockwell, the speed superintendent up at Jefferson, and picks up a big win, the Pacing Derby Trotting Derby Championships.
1:57-3.
And here comes your winner, Don Irvine Jr. And you got to like, you really have to like the winner circle here. Here it comes. Here comes our winner circle. Big trailer, and the fans will get to go up on top, get their picture taken.
That is.
Woody Wallman will make the presentation of the trophy. Let's go to Roger.
Trotting Derby Signature Series for $12,000. Number 3, Global Girl. Owned and trained by Sue Stockwell of Geneva, Ohio. Don Irvine Jr. in the sulky. The 4-year-old mare of a Global Republic Asset of Beauville at a girl. Home a winner in 1:57 3/5. This race blanket in memory of Leroy Waller, sponsored by the Corey Hendricks and Andy Rickard. Global Girl, Stu Stockwell, Don Irvine Jr. win the Canfield Trotting Derby. Results are official. Number 1, Reckon I Will, 3. The 2, Big Baller Bean, 2. The 3, Global Girl, the winner. The 4, Bet Me to Win, 4. The 5, Big Bad Caviar, 5. The 6, Dirty Money, 7. 7 was scratched. The 8, Enforce the Law, 6. Top down, 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 7, scratch, 6 on the bottom. The mile, 157, 3/5. In the third race, number 1, Fear Giver, Ammon Hirschberger will drive. The 3, Arrow John, Chris Hirschberger. And number 4, Pure Dragon, Keith Cash Jr. We still need a driver on the 5.
When we come back, we will have the first division of 2, and this afternoon's 2-year-old Colt Pace. Be a purse of $6,200. A couple of Hirschbergers in here, trainers, owners, a couple of changes to go over with you, and we will do that as soon as we come back after these messages from our sponsors.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Mark your calendar for the new and exciting North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. Tuesday, December 17th at the Mount Hope Event Center in Mount Hope, Ohio. Broodmares, broodmare prospects, racehorses, and stallion shares. Pedigrees announced by Ed Teefee and Gabe Pruitt. Online bidding, clean, heated facility. The North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. A live auction to see quality horses with industry-leading pedigrees. Tuesday, December 17th in Mount Hope, Ohio. Entries open September 5th.
I think other than the horse racing, the people watching and the food, the people watching is just...
at this fair especially, it's great.
Oh, my gosh. Yep. It is. There is not a little bit of everything. There's a lot of everything. And big crowds here early this morning. I got over here at about, I think about 8:15 or 8:30. I don't think the gates were supposed to open till 9, but they were already flooding in here. And
they were going to get in line for those
cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls,
yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So I want to welcome everybody who has joined us today for racing from Canfield, the Mahoning County Fair. We are ready for race number 3. That's all?
I tipped him to 60 cents.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well. I have a runner today.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, I have a runner today. But
that's great.
What about my ticket from the first race? What about my ticket from the first race?
You got a show bet in the first.
I had a show bet in the first. Where's that money?
What? Got 4 pockets and he only looked at one.
That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. You forgot to cash it, didn't you?
Well, Frank, what's the occasion for having your partner here today? You got something going on?
Yeah, we got something going a little later. We'll talk about that a little later.
Okay,
So.
all right.
Oh, no,
Okay.
just a beautiful day today here in
It's unbelievable.
Canfield. Waiting on the driver for the 5 still. I don't see the 5 out there yet. 240, I think. Tyler Angus is going to drive. So we'll get that taken care of here on our graphics.
Okay, that gives us all 5 that we needed.
So there we go. We get set for that.
5. Got some still warming up. There's a lot of money going back and forth here. There's singles, there's dimes, there's 5s.
There's not much going there.
No, I'm only kidding. So in that first race today, I had $2 across the board on the winner.
There you go.
Makes a $6 bet. Horse paid $16 to win.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that.
But $14 to place.
We have seen a lot of that here.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, that was quite a pleasant surprise. But I mentioned earlier, I'm playing with Kentucky money today.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not taking Ohio money out of the pool.
So we've got.
Where are they? I think there's a couple still warming up.
I think we've got, we got some horses warming up. We've, it looks like we've got 4 of our 5 are out right now.
Yep.
Still waiting on 1, I believe. Or of our 6, 4 of our 6 are out there. So we will get those coming in. A lot of action going on the stage across from us as they get ready for the big concert tonight. As Michael told you, this is the last day of the fair here at the at Canfield, and have a great thing. In fact, not sure if you were able to pick up your Canfield Fair poker chip. Did you get one yet, Michael?
I did not.
I think I've got one at the office for you, but you stop by locations here at Canfield, and what they do is they do 4 poker chips. They do a 4-H poker chip, they do a harness racing poker chip, a pumpkins poker chip, and a dairy poker chip. And some of the ones they've done in the past, they had one for Single G, they had one for Missouri Time, and this year's was Tan Man, who had set the record last year, the pacing record here at Canfield last year. So I've got one of those poker chips at home for you. I'll make sure I get that to you.
Appreciate that. Let's just look at the schedule here for what else we've got going on today and this week. We do have more races than just here in Canfield.
Oh, yeah, we're busy.
We're busy.
We're ready for the post parade.
Let's go to Roger.
$6,200 purse in memory of the Stafford family. And these are the horses. Number 1, Fear Giver, the driver, Ammon Hirschberger. Number 2, Rodeo Jet, the driver, Angus Lake. Number 3, Arrow John with Chris Hirschberger. Number 4, Pure Dragon, the driver, Keith Cash Jr. I don't think that's Darren Harvey on the one. Number 5, Lucky Baloo with Tyler Angus. And number 6, Center Story, Nick Clegg in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Nick was hiding behind that tent down there. Did not see him even out on the track. He was just hiding behind the tent. So let's take a look at this field for our 3rd today.
Number 1 is Fear Giver. Amon Hirschberger is in the bike for Wes. Eric is the owner out of Dundee. This is a Fear the Dragon 2-year-old gelding out of the Ponderosa mare, sugar-coated. 6 starts this year, 2 second-place finishes, $3,400 in earnings.
The number 2 is Rodeo Jet. Angus Hall drives, trains for Christina Koblenz. This is a Rodeo Romeo out of the Jeremy's Jet mare. Jet sent 9 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds, has hit the board in 4 straight. The last 3 have been second-place finishes, was a winner at Mansfield on August 5th.
Number 3 is Arrow John, Angus Lake for Daniel Hale out of Utica. Catch the Fire Colt out of the Cambest mare, Elegant Mystique. Only 1 lifetime start, and that was from the 2nd tier last week in Canton.
The number 4 is Pure Dragon. Keith Cash Jr. drives for Betty Clegg, who owns this Fear the Dragon, out of Pure, made by Always a Virgin. 12 starts, a win, 3 seconds, and a third. Took a mark of 2:04.1 at Circleville. Last time out at Canton, finished 6th.
Number 5, Lucky Baloo, Tyler Angus in the bike for Stephen Harris. Charlie Barley gelding out of the Ponder mare Just Thinkin'. Hostetler and Whistlegrin are the owners. 8 starts this year, 3 third-place finishes.
The number 6 is Center Story. Nick Clegg drives for Betty Clegg. This is a well said by out of Art Center by Art Major. 17 starts, has hit the board 16 times, 4 wins, 7 seconds, 5 thirds, was 4th at Burton. Last time out, the only time the horse has not hit the board.
And that horse, Center Story, is in 4th place in the standings of the 2-year-old Colt Pace Fair Championships. The Cleggs have a few of those in there today in the top rankings. We'll point those out as they come to the post.
So we get set to go here with our 3rd of 12 today.
Horses slowly making their way towards the starting gate on the backstretch. Again, we can see 85% of the track, which is not bad at all. Horses are behind the gate. They're moving up. This is a $6,200 purse, and again, this is the first division of 2 of the 2-year-old Colt Pace. Let's send it up to Roger for the call.
Pacers are all in behind the Mike Wolfenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and facing, that's Rodeo Jet going right out for the lead. Lucky Baloo, racing second. Up on the outside, Center Story third. Getting away fourth, Arrow John. Into the turn fifth is Pure Dragon. Treading the field, Fear Giver. As they race to the backside and the first quarter mark. All in straight alignment down the backside, going to the quarter. Led by Rodeo Jet and Angus Lake by 6 lengths. Racing second, it's Center Story. Racing third into the turn, Lucky Baloo. Opening quarter, 28-1. As they race around the turn, Arrow John is fourth, racing fifth. That's Pure Dragon going off stride. Moving on the outside, Fear Giver. Passing his hands first time, coming to the halfway point. It's Angus Lake and Rodeo Jet by 8 lengths. Center Story second, racing third, Lucky Baloo. Fourth on the outside, Arrow John. Into the turn fifth, Fear Giver. Treading the field, following that break, Pure Dragon. Halfway home in 57-1. Second quarter in 29 seconds. Down the backside they go. It's Rodeo Jet now by 12 lengths and drawing away with each and every stride. Center Story is there second at the 3-quarter mark. Racing third, it's Arrow John. Fourth on the inside, Lucky Baloo. Fifth is Fear Giver. 3 quarters in 1:27, 29-4. Third panel, a little more than 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Rodeo Jet and Angus Lake as they please down the stretch. Racing for the battle for second. It's a Center Story on the outside. Arrow John to the wire. Rodeo Jet, Arrow John, Center Story.
Waiting on the time from Roger.
Yeah. It was jamming. I think I've got 13 lengths at the finish for Rodeo Jet, Angus Lake.
Took control right from the beginning.
8 lengths at the quarter, 12 lengths at the half, whatever he wanted. Was your even money favorite. And that's 8 out of 10 in the money this year, and will push earnings up over $20,000 for this rodeo gelding. Angus trains the horse as well. Christina Collins of Worcester, the winner. Here comes the moving winner circle, which is just about the coolest thing I've ever seen.
They only had it for 2 races on Saturday morning because the track was wet, and they didn't want the trailer to get stuck, so they didn't do it. So we're waiting for our winner to come back around.
And a final time.
We're waiting for the...
Got the top down. I'm going to guess.
Never did get a time, did we?
No, I'm going to guess 57-3.
What was the time of the first race? Do you have that?
Possibly.
No, the second one was 57-3. I did not catch. There we go. Let's go to Roger.
Official winner.
Joel.
The third race, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 2-year-old Colt Pace First Division. Number 2, Rodeo Jet. Green's Koblenz of Worcester, Ohio. Angus Lake trains and drives. 2-year-old gelding, but Rodeo Romeo out of Jet Scent. Home a winner in 1:58 1/5. Blanket in memory of the Stafford family. Presented to Rodeo Jet and Angus Lake. Results are official. Number 1, Fear Giver, 5. The 2, Rodeo Jet, the winner. The 3, Arrow John, 2. The 4, Pure Dragon, 6. The 5, Lucky Baloo, 4. The 6, Center Story, 3. Top down, 5-1-2. 6-4, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 28-1. The half, 57-1. 3/4, 127. The mile, 1:58 1/5.
1:58 was the final. I saw Rodeo Jet when he arrived at his stall this morning, and the caretaker was a little concerned because the way the barns are set up here, there's inside stalls and outside stalls. The outside stall that Rodeo had was like facing the track, but only about 20 or 30 feet away. She was a little concerned about the noise and things that happen when you get that close to the racetrack, but obviously with a 14-length victory and a 58-1, Rodeo Jet was not fazed or distracted in any way. So congrats to Angus Lake. Our 4th race is coming up next with a purse of $6,040. It is Division 1 of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. And we will be back after messages from our sponsors. Thank you.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to Canfield, Ohio, and a perfect fall feeling Labor Day.
Great crowd on hand.
Yeah,
they love their harness racing up here. They really do. They draw well every time, and it's just a great event that they put on here at Canfield.
And they're watching from a lot of places. They're watching from the grandstand. They're watching from the apron. We've got families leaning on the rail.
especially up by the barns. You've got
a lot of activity over by the barns.
And this is one, I don't know if you had a chance or not. Did you get to go into the Harness Racing Museum?
It wasn't open yet.
It wasn't open yet?
Yeah.
So, yep, the Harness Racing Museum over there. In fact, they have the
VR.
The VR. It's not. They're not using our goggles or using somebody else's, but it is our video of that. So, at least I believe it is. So, it gives you a chance if you're at the Canfield Fair, sit in the bike and
I haven't done
see what
that.
it's like.
I think
we're gonna. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to figure out a way to have our staff come and sit there and enjoy it someday at the office. Set it all up and have people come in and just
love that.
get to experience it. So,
I'd love that.
Yeah, it's one of the fun things we do.
Cool thing to put in a man cave and be able to bet on it.
Well, you're a winner every time.
Yeah.
Not supposed to tell people that, but you are.
Okay.
So, but no.
All right. Our fourth race is coming up here in a couple of minutes. We've got a lot of activity out on the track now with horses warming up for the latter races. Are we covering all these fairs that are live today, Frank?
Oh yeah,
people all over the state.
Yep, we have. Let me take a look here. Well, we started in Marietta. Susan and the crew were down in Marietta for the beginning there, but because the track was unraceable after yesterday, the rains they had throughout the week, they tried to get it ready. They could not, so they were able to move it to McConnellsville. So they were everybody was packing up. They were caravanning up to McConnellsville.
Wow.
They were hoping to get started there about 1:30, race the first card, and then race the first card, yesterday's card first, and then race today's card second. So
afterwards.
we're waiting. Yep, we're waiting on that. And we are also at Richwood today. That is a 1 o'clock post time at Richwood. So they will be getting underway shortly. Matt Clark and Ashley Daly are at Richwood. Chris Santa Cantarina and Susan are down in Marietta.
And
we are up here.
Wert?
No Van Wert today.
No Van
Wert because we only have 3 crews. That's the 4th, and they were just overnights. So because of the stakes races, that was why we decided we were unable to do Van Wert this year. So for the second day or the third day of racing at Van Wert, we did the first 2 days.
And tomorrow we're in Wauseon for one.
Tomorrow we are at Wauseon for one, I believe, and then it's
Wednesday and Thursday in Kenton.
Yep, and then after that, I don't know. It's too far out in my mind to figure it all out.
You can't go that far. I know. I'm not back. I'm back in Worcester next week for a couple of days.
So, in fact,
forward to that. I think the Daughtry crew is here, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're already getting over there, getting ready to set up the stage. As you can see, they are working to set the stage up for tonight's concert.
That'll be a big deal. It's a pretty big name. I imagine they were crazy here last night with people too. Big show.
The fair here, something to crow about. That is their motto for the Canfield Fair. They got a big rooster out front of the grandstand. I saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was here today as well. We got a chance to see that.
Right?
Before I hit the road on when was it? Saturday. Stopped and got a apple cider slushy and some other things. So waiting for the other ones to come on. We've got 6 in this race. Looks like 4 of the 6 are out right now.
I was describing the barns a little while ago. There's 2 sets of barns that they use here. The traffic coming in to drop the horses off of the trailers and the space that they had to turn around in was challenging to say the least. But you know, these guys that bring their horses to the fairs in their giant trailers. I mean, you know, the Clegg's trailer. They had 12. I think they're racing 11. They had 12 horses in the trailer. So you think about those long stretch limousines, and think about one that they built specially to handle that many horses, because it's just gigantic. But they were in a pretty easy spot to just be able to pull off and put right into the stalls just to the right of where they were able to park their truck. I see Irvine colors out there.
5 of the 6 are out now. I think we're waiting on the number 1, Mindful Amos, I think. And Roger just said he is on the track on the back side, but we have a big black stage curtain there. I see him coming out. So, so we'll get set for this post parade here in just a second. As the horses get ready. Sun has disappeared behind some white puffy clouds here today.
It's actually a little cool.
A little cool. The wind blowing a little bit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A lot of jeans, a lot of long sleeves out here today. It was in the 50s this morning. It was kind of abrupt if you didn't know what was happening when you walked out there after what we've had for the last couple of weeks.
So here we go. Let's send it up to Roger for the post parade.
Horses are on the track and parading to the post for the 4th race, the Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colt Trot. First division for $6,040 in memory of Bob Corey Sr. And these are the horses for the 4th. Number 1, Mindful Amos, the driver, Keith Cash Jr. Number 2, Sir Cactus Jack and Kurt Sugg. Number 3, Count CC, racing with Trotting Hobbles. Number 4, Mr. WWC, Jason Thompson. Number 5, Supreme Samson, Corey Kreiser. And number 6, Super James, Don Irvine Jr. in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Thank you to those that have checked in from where you are today. We have folks watching from Indiana, from North Carolina. We thank you for being with us. Rockford, Ohio, welcome. We are still being entertained by a singer up here in the grandstand that everybody seems to be enjoying now that we have the volume adjusted correctly.
Let's go over these horses for this next race.
Number 1 is Mindful Amos. This is out of the Clegg Barn and Enterprise Gelding out of the Donato Hanover mare Change Your Mind. 25 starts this year, a win, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 16,000 in earnings, and a mark of 2:02 and 1 at Northfield.
The number 2 is Sir Cactus Jack. Kurt Sugg gets the drive for Rosie Weaver. 16 starts this year, 6 seconds, 2 thirds. Last year had a great year, 5 wins and 18 starts, hitting the board 14 of 18 times. Still looking for that first victory this year. Last time out was 7th at Wellington.
Number 3, Count CC. Logan Ebersol on the bike for John Oliverio, who owns along with David Weaver from Middlefield. This is a full count gelding out of the King Pine mare Balmera CC. 11 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 18,000 in earnings and a mark of 2:01 at Northfield.
The number 4 is Mr. WWC. Jason Thompson drives for Scott Cox. Callum Racing owns this Long Tom gelding out of Annie's Blue Jean Baby by full count. 4 wins and 17 starts, 2 seconds and 3 thirds this year. Earnings over $28,000.
Number 5, Supreme Samson. Corey Kreiser is the driver and the trainer. David Beachy from Berlin is the owner. This is a nothing but class gelding out of the Like a Prayer mare, Supreme Day. 22 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 5 third-place finishes, $15,000 in earnings, and a mark of 2:04 and 4 at Paulding.
The number 5 is Supreme Samson. Corey Kreiser drives, trains for owner David Beachy.
I just did.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. The number 6 is Super James. Don Irvine
you can
Jr.
only
drives.
do 7 things at a time.
I know.
You can't do 8. I keep telling you that.
Wes Hirschberger's the trainer. John's Racing Stable. Wes Hirschberger are the owners. 17 starts, 4 wins, 5 seconds, 3 thirds. Last time out, 2nd at Canton.
And that $32,000 year to date makes him the highest earnings horse in the race.
Let's send it up to Roger.
Yep.
Trotters are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Mr. WWC off stride at the start. Going for the lead, that's Mindful Amos on the inside. Sir Cactus Jack up on the outside. Off stride, Mindful Amos. As the race around the turn, Sir Cactus Jack is going to take the lead momentarily. Racing second will be Super James. Down the backside they go. Moving up is Supreme Samson. Going to the first quarter mark. Racing fourth on the inside, Count CC, back trotting on the outside. Mindful Amos is fifth. Trailing the field, Mr. WWC. Opening quarter, 30 1/5. Sir Cactus Jack leads away by a length and a quarter. Super James is there second. Racing third, Count CC. Racing fourth, the end of the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Racing fifth, Mindful Amos. The trailer remains Mr. WWC. Halfway home into the turn, Sir Cactus Jack leads by a length and a half. Super James is there second. Racing third, Supreme Samson. Halfway home in 1:03 1. On to the backside, Count CC races fourth. Racing fifth, Mindful Amos, and the trailer remains Mr. WWC. On the move, Super James pulls the pocket for Don Irvine Jr., moves up on the outside to grab the racetrack. Sir Cactus Jack is there second. Racing third, Supreme Samson. Coming back on the inside, Sir Cactus Jack. 3/4 in 1:35. Midway around the final turn. Nose to nose, stride for stride, toe to toe with 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. On the outside, Super James. Sir Cactus Jack second. Through the stretch, it's Super James on the outside. Sir Cactus Jack home third. Supreme Samson. .205 2/5.
What a battle up front between Kurt Sugg and Don Irvine Jr., and Don Irvine Jr. gets it done.
Classic Northfield action going on there, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, Don was patient. I thought he was going to pull center, but he pulled it exactly the right time, and Kurt was, as Kurt can be, Kurt was really tough and kept Donnie out there as long as he could. But Super James and Don Irvine Jr. at 5-2 with a nice win in this afternoon's fourth race. Kurt Sugg was able to hold on for second. I had 6-2-5-1 across the line. That's unofficial. We'll wait for it from Roger. But pretty impressive. 2:05 2 last quarter, and 30 2 was the fastest quarter of the race. And Don did exactly what Don needed to do.
And you said he pulled at the right time. He was unable to clear, and that gave Kurt Sugg the chance with Sir Cactus Jack to come back and battle and retake the lead. But Don Irvine Jr. knew what he had and was able to pull, so that gives Guns Irvine his second win of the day. For those of you that not know what we're referring to, last year's hot summer fun, we got Don to do a thing, Suns Out, Guns Out.
To go into the Canfield Fair winner's circle. Number 6, Super James, owned by John's Racing Stable of Worcester, Ohio, and Wes Hirschberger of Dundee, Ohio. Wes Hirschberger, the winning trainer. Don Irvine Jr. in the sulky, his second win on today's card. The 3-year-old gelding, but Volstead at a Super Lily, home a winner in 2:05 2/5. This blanket in memory of Bob Corey Sr. To Super James, Wes Hirschberger, and Don Irvine Jr. Results are official. Number 1, Mindful Amos, finished 4th, was placed 5th for failure to lose sufficient ground while on a break going to the quarter. The 2, Sir Cactus Jack, 2. The 3, Count CC, 5, placed 4. The 4, Mr. WWC, 6. The 5, Supreme Samson, 3. The 6, Super James, the winner. Top down, placed 5, 2, placed 4, 6, 3, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 1. The half, 103, 1. 3 quarters, 135. The mile, 205, 2/5.
Fifth race will be coming up after a break. It'll be division number 2 in the 3-year-old Colt pace. Purse of $4,087. And some pretty speedy horses in here with some times on the big tracks in the low to mid 50s. So we'll be back with that shortly. You're watching Live Harness Racing, brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association and our fine sponsors. Thanks for being with us.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's OH.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
The Delaware County Fair, where history meets horsepower. Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime as the world-famous Little Brown Jug takes center stage. Witness the heart-pounding action, the thundering hooves, and the sheer determination of these incredible athletes compete for the coveted Little Brown Jug title. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. For ticket and hospitality options, visit littlebrownjug.com. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are made and legends are born. Be there!
Hey, you know what today is, don't you, Frank?
Labor Day.
Today's Labor Day, but it's also September 2nd. And you know what that means, don't you, Frank?
No, I don't. What?
That means that we are 24 days away from the Little Brown Jug.
Well, if we're 24 days away, you're a week late. It's on the 19th, not the 26th, the 19th of September. You better check your calendar.
3 weeks from Thursday. Today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 13th. It's the 19th.
Right, not
You're
the 26th.
Right. It's 17 days from today. And oh boy, I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait either.
They filled that position. You know, the radio station up there was looking for somebody to do it. They found somebody. Don't know who it is, but there's going to be a new voice on the air for that coverage. And we have coverage up there, don't we? We're up there all week.
5 days of Delaware. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I'll be there for 4 days. I'm going to go down to Kentucky on Sunday. Opening day at Delaware is they've got $3.5 million in purses down there at Red Mile on that Sunday night. But I will be at Delaware Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in my normal perch back by Tim Lane's barn. And certainly looking forward to that. And man, if we can get the kind of weather that we're having today in Delaware for Jug Week, that would just be perfect. That would be perfect. We've got at least a few hundred people at the grandstand here watching the races today. Of course, that are out warming up. There's a lot of action up on the stage. as they are starting to set up a little bit for this evening's concert. There's a drum set already put together there for Daughtry's band. Couple of changes and for the 6 and the 7 coming up here. We'll wait for the.
We'll get those a little bit
when he brings them out slower.
Yep, so.
Yep. We are coming up on the busiest time of the season as we start to close in on Grand Circuit weekends everywhere and big races each weekend now at big tracks all around the country. We're probably about 2/3 of the way through our season. We still have all of September and all the way through the Lancaster Fair, second week in October, here with our group from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, and we will bring you coverage of all these fairs all the way through October. A lot of action on the track right now, but they're not.
A few horses still warming up.
A few horses still warming up. And I think we're still missing a couple.
That wind blowing a little bit here. You can see. I'll get a shot of the flag so people can see. They can hear it a little bit in our microphones. You can see how the flag is really blowing here at the track. So, I'm going to give the horses a little boost coming down the stretch.
A little push of the tush, if you will.
Right now, the track very fast today, so we're gonna see some really good times as the day wears on a little bit.
Now, who did you say was going to run away with this race? Cinder Lane Cruiser?
Well, we'll see, but Cinder Lane Cruiser right now is 3-1. That's not a bad bet right there, but.
I think that people have been noticing Chris Presley's Drinking My Baby Goodbye at those 53 and 52 miles for $65,000. They can be deceiving. That doesn't mean the horse can go in 52 and 53. It means that the race went in 52, 53, and he just kept up with them all. It's one thing to be able to cut a mile at a speed like that. It's another thing to just get caught up in the pace. And
right now, the favorite at 3-5 was a winner last time out at Canton. In fact, in that race, that day it was barred from the wagering.
Oh, wow. Roger is calling court to order. They got the drum set over there set up on the stage already, Frank.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yep. The kit's ready to go.
I've had a couple of folks come by for their passport stickers. Don't forget to come see us if you are holding your passport book. Our stickers here for you.
So let's go to Roger.
Fifth race, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colt Pace, second division. $4,087. DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Number 1, Buckeye State, the driver Keith Cash Jr. Number 2, Drinking My Baby Goodbye, the driver Chris Presley. Number 3, Cinder Lane Cruiser with Nick Clegg. The 4, Risky Rocker, Corey Kreiser. Number 5, Pest Control, the driver Logan Ebersole. The 6, Venusian Dragon with Brady Brown. And number 7, Dragon Story, Braden Rhodes in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate.
Catch that name on the 7?
Yeah, that's Braden Rhodes driving.
Thank you.
Yeah, Braden looks like, because Nick Clegg was down for 2 in that race, and they were waiting on that change for race 5. And So if you want to start going through those, we'll...
Yeah, there's some speed in here. Let's take a look at it. Number 1 is Buckeye State. This is Keith Cash Jr. on the bike. Brett Schwartz trains and owns. It's a Yankee Cruiser gelding out of the Dragon again mare, Sunshine State. Looking for his first win of the year with 15 starts, 2 second-place finishes, 5 thirds, $10,300 in earnings. Lifetime earnings $24,000. 14 out of 28 in the money. So a couple of tough post positions here, some second tier, some 7 holes and a break. I would think coming out of the rail with a nice clean trip ought to be in order today for Keith Cash.
The number 2 is Drinking My Baby Goodbye. Chris Presley drives for Daniel Hale, who owns this Big Bad John out of the mare Liz Mars Lady. 11 starts, 5 wins, a second and a third. Was a winner last time out at Canton. Has also raced in the Ohio Sire Stakes and the Ohio State Fair Stakes this year.
Number 3, Cinder Lane Cruiser out of the Clegg Barn. This is a Yankee Cruiser gelding out of the If I Can Dream mare, Dream Like Me, Ivy. 29 starts this year, 16 out of 29 first, second, and third place finishes. $37,000 in earnings, which is the most of any horse in the race, and a mark of 159-1 at Napoleon.
The number 4 is Risky Rocker. Corey Kreiser drives. He trains. He also co-owns this horse with Melissa Lawyer. This is a big risk out of the mare Nonstop Rock. 19 starts. Still looking for the first win this year. Has hit the board, though, in 14 times with 6 seconds, 8 thirds. Last time this horse found the winner's circle, September 13th of 2023. Has hit the board in 8 of its last 9 starts.
Number 5 is Pest Control. Logan Ebersol for Richard Stacy at a New Springfield. This is a school kids gelding out of the Faldo Hanover mare, Furious 5. 13 starts this year, has 1 win, 2 seconds, a mark of 56 and change at Northfield.
The number 6 is Venusian Dragon. Mark St. Louis Jr. drives for Jeff Mallitz. This is a Fear the Dragon. 13 starts this year. No wins, 2 seconds, a third. Did not race as a 2-year-old last time out. Was 5th at Burton.
Driver change there to Brady Brown on Venusian Dragon. Number 7 is Dragon Story. Broden Rhodes for Betty Clegg. A Fear the Dragon gelding out of the well-said mare Stormy Novel. 10 starts, a third place finish. Horses at the top of the stretch. Let's go to Roger for the call of the 5th.
Here they come.
One's running. 7 got around it, okay.
They're off and pacing, Drinking My Baby Goodbye. Fast out of the gate. Cinder Lane Cruiser on the outside, second, takes a seat into the turn. Risky Rocker is third, racing fourth. Pest Control to the backside. Venusian Dragon fifth, racing sixth. Dragon Story, and trailing the field, following the break, Buckeye State. Down the backside they go, going to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, Chris Presley and Drinking My Baby Goodbye by 2.5. Cinder Lane Cruiser is there second, racing third. Risky Rocker, opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. The end of the turn, racing fifth. That's Venusian Dragon, sixth. Dragon Story, and then trailing the field, Buckeye State. Passing the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. Drinking My Baby Goodbye, now by 6 lengths. Cinder Lane Cruiser second, Risky Rocker third, Pest Control fourth, Venusian Dragon fifth, Dragon Story sixth, trailing the field, Buckeye State. Halfway home, 59-1, second panel and 29-1. On to the backside they go. Drinking My Baby Goodbye has the lead by 5. Trying to close the gap. Cinder Lane Cruiser there second and closing the gap. Racing third, up on the outside, Pest Control. Fourth is Risky Rocker. 3 quarters in 1:28. 28-4. Third panel, a little more than 8 to go. Drinking My Baby Goodbye with the lead. Cinder Lane Cruiser continuing to close ground, but going to run out of racetrack. Into the lane they come. Drinking My Baby Goodbye, and Chris Presley drawn away by 4. Cinder Lane Cruiser is second. The battle for third. Venusian Dragon. The mile, 156, 2/5.
Starting to fly around this track.
I would say so. 156 and 2. Drinking my baby goodbye. I think Chris Presley made it pretty clear from the beginning he was having nothing to do with nobody.
Now he took right to the lead with Drinking My Baby Goodbye and never looked back.
Pretty awesome performance there, and a last half in 50s. Whoops. I did not see the one go off stride, but I did see that he was very far behind.
Yep. And that may be what they're going to be looking at here shortly.
Didn't notice that the 7 had closed in on him at the, yeah, it's probably what it was. Second chair action going on there. But Drinking My Baby Goodbye, the 3-5 favorite, with a mile of 156 and 2. Chris Presley is back in the golf cart with the connections is arriving. Some happy people here.
Into the winner's circle, the winner, number 2, Drinking My Baby Goodbye. Owned and trained by Daniel Hale of Utica, Ohio. Chris Presley in the sulky. 3-year-old gelding with Big Bad John of Liz Mara's Lady. Home a winner in 156, 2/5. Final half, 57 and 1. Final quarter, 28 and 2. Drinking My Baby Goodbye, Daniel Hale, Chris Presley in the 5th.
Congrats to Chris Presley, Daniel Hale, and his homebred Drinking My Baby Goodbye, who now has earnings of over $60,000. A 3-year-old and 25 lifetime starts. Again, 156 and 2. When we come back, we'll be back for the 6th, which is Division 1 of 3, the 2-year-old Colt Trot.
Let's go to the rundown first.
Yep.
The 2, Drinking My Baby Goodbye, the winner. The 3, Cinder Lane Cruiser, 2. The 4, Risky Rocker, 5. The 5, Pest Control, 4. The 6, Venusian Dragon, 3. The 7, Dragon Story, 6. Top down, 7-1-2, 5-4-3, 6 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 seconds. The half, 59 and 1. 3 quarters, 128. The mile, 156, 2/5.
When we come back, we will have the 6th race, which is, again, the first division of 3 of the 2-year-old Colt Trot. And it's sponsored by D&E Lemonade. Yeehaw.
Gotta like D&E Lemonade.
Gotta like it. I think I'm going to go get one.
There you go.
I'll be back shortly. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back with the 6th.
Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
I hit the exact in the last race.
Very nice.
$6.80 on a $2 bet.
A win is a win. Doesn't matter how it comes.
I'll take
exactly.
it. I always say, where else can you make 300% on your money in less than 2 minutes?
Exactly.
Only at a racetrack, folks.
So we are set for race number 6.
We are the first of 3 divisions. The Trotters are with us. Oh, boys. And after this, we'll be halfway through the program. And, I don't know if they sell, I'm assuming that it's all general admission when they're buying tickets for a concert.
I think so, I don't know.
Because a group of gals just came in here, about 8 of them together, and they were looking to see like where a perfect spot was, and they sat down, and I'm like, are they here 7 hours
Some
early?
may be. Yep.
It might be, right?
Some may be here early. Yes, they will.
Well, good for them. They'll be rocking in this place, that's for sure. And there is an echo in this grandstand, which is going to be really interesting when that music starts playing tonight. And it's going to be chilly out here.
It's going to be chilly. They got a lot of speakers over there, but should be a good day here.
It's a rock show. It's a rock show.
We are racing in the Home Talent Colt Stakes. One of the nice things they do here is they put out the flags of all their fairs that they do have here. Dover, Hilliard, Lisbon, Jefferson, Carrollton, Ashland, Canfield, Bucyrus, Canton, Cortland, and then all the way over here to the rest of the flags.
Wow.
And we have Coshocton, Mount Vernon, Wellington, Worcester, and Mansfield.
I like this one. I do. This is my
It's a
first
fun
time
fair.
here.
Canfield is a fun fair to be at as we are getting set for the 6th.
Music's a little aggravating.
It's not that bad.
I'm okay. Thank you.
As we get set for our 6th race today. Just a beautiful day. You couldn't have asked for a better day.
No.
Nice crowd on hand here. This is one of our 3 races that we have going on. We'll be getting started in about a half an hour at Richwood, and then possibly about an hour from now they will be starting at McConnellsville. Those are the Washington County races that were scheduled for Marietta yesterday and today. Rains really made the track unraceable yesterday, and so they delayed them to today. They were going to try to race both race cards today at Marietta, but unfortunately the track was just unable to be raced on, and they have a nice agreement down there that they were able to move the races to McConnellsville, and so everybody loaded up the horses. They headed north to McConnellsville, and they'll race there, and then we'll be back at McConnellsville. I believe it's next week also.
So they'll have a doubleheader over there today.
Today they're going to have a doubleheader over there, so they will go first card, and then I believe they're going to go right to the second card right after that. So we'll be wrapping up here about the time, they will be getting going with the first races. So.
Did you take the highways up here from Columbus, or did you take the back roads?
Oh, no. Highways whenever I can. I drive enough back roads during the year, so I try to get on the highways as much as I can.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody who has joined us for our racing today.
From all over.
We got people checking in from everywhere. How many more fairs do we have to go this year? Let me take a look for Mark for you on that. I can give you an exact number so you can. Now, is it how many more do I have to go to, or how many more do we have? Me, I don't know. So we'll get that after the post parade. Let's go to Roger.
Talent Colt Stakes, 2-year-old Colt Trot, first division, $4,340, D&E Lemonade. Number 1 is Our Boss, the driver, Nick Clegg. Number 2, Tom Cruiser with Jason Thompson. Number 3 is Scratch. The 4, I'll Be Seeing You with Joseph Cramp. The 5, Let's Go to Paris with Kirk Sugg. And number 6, Just Like Tom, Brian J. Miller in the sulky. Please note the 6, racing with Trotting Hobbles. Trotting Hobbles on the 6.
Let's take a deeper dive here and look at our entries. Again, this is the first of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old Colt Trot. Number 1 is Our Boss, Nick Clegg, for Betty Clegg. An Enterprise gelding out of the Master Levesque mare, Don't Even Know My Name. 14 starts this year, a win, 4 seconds, 3/3, $15,700 plus in earnings, and a mark of 207 at Bucyrus on an off track.
The number 2 is Tom Cruiser, Jason Thompson. And here he comes in front of the grandstand. Tom Cruiser, trained by Scott Cox, owned by G. Peters of Akron, Ohio. This is a long Tom out of the DeJombro mare, Lightning Bell. 8 starts this year, has hit the board 5 times, 2 wins, a second, 2/3. Earnings over $22,000. Was 4th last time out at Canton. 2 back, finished 3rd in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs.
Number 4, I'll Be Seeing You, Joseph Cramp. This is an Uncle Peter gelding out of the Donato Hanover Zoe By. Joe Cramp, Joe Mitch, Lauren Knivos, Massachusetts are the owners of this Uncle Peter. 6 starts this year, 3 second places, 1 third place finish, just under $6,000 in earnings.
The number 5 is Let's Go to Paris. Kurt Sugg drives for Edward Miller. 6 starts on the year, 2 wins, and a 3rd was a winner at Burton last time out. Has raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series, and earnings this year of $9,050.
Just Like Tom, Brian J. Miller trains, drives. Robert Klein's the owner out of Millersburg, a long Tom gelding out of the Explosive Matter mare, Just the Way You Are, AS. 3 starts this year, having some issues. Distance last week, broke the week before that, distance the week before that. Needs a nice, stable, easy run for Brian Miller. That's our field for the 6th.
Well, the number of fairs we have left after today, we will have 12 fairs left that we will be racing at. And we'll kick that off this week with Kenton, then it's McConnellsville, Worcester, Upper Sandusky, Old Washington, Montpelier, Delaware, Ashland, Dover, Coshocton, the Montgomery County Fair races at Dayton Raceway, and Lancaster wraps it all up. So that's where we stand with what we've got left for our racing. But we've got a lot of people out there. We want to thank everybody who has joined in.
Got folks from all over today, huh?
Yep, we are not doing the card at Van Wert today. That is with just 3 crews and 4 cards going on today. We could not get somebody to Van Wert and the stakes races at the other 3 fairs. So we decided we would pass on the Van Wert overnight card. And so we're working on those. So we are getting ready.
Here they come. Sixth race this afternoon, 2-year-old Colt Trot on the board. The 2 horses, the even money favorite. That's Jason Thompson with Tom Cruiser, and 3 horses scratched. And let's go to Roger for the call of the race.
Trotters are all in behind the Whippingburg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. I'll be seeing you. Off-stride at the start. That's Let's Go to Paris. Up on the outside, on the inside, Tom Cruiser second. As they race into the turn, Tom Cruiser goes off stride. Moving up second now is Our Boss as they race to the backside. I'll Be Seeing You. Back trotting is their third. Racing fourth, Tom Cruiser, and trailing the field just like Tom. Down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. Let's Go to Paris has the lead by 3.5. Opening quarter in 31 seconds. Our Boss is there second. I'll Be Seeing You third. Racing fourth, that's Tom Cruiser, and trailing the field just like Tom. All in straight alignment at the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time. Kurt Sugg leads the way with Let's Go to Paris by 2.25. Our Boss and Nick Clegg second. Joe Cramp with I'll Be Seeing You third. Fourth is Jason Thompson and Tom Cruiser in the trailer. Just like Tom, Brian J. Miller can see them all. Halfway home in 1:03. Into the turn, go on to the 5/8 mark. The leader, Let's Go to Paris by a length and 3/4. Our Boss trotting right there second. Rough Gated racing third. I'll Be Seeing You goes off stride. Up on the outside, Tom Cruiser is now third at the 3/4 mark. Racing fourth on the outside, just like Tom. Back trotting is I'll Be Seeing You at the 3/4 in 1:34. Midway around the final turn, Let's Go to Paris leads by 3.5. Our Boss is there second. Racing third, Tom Cruiser. Less than an 8 to trot. On top and drawing away with each and every stride, Kurt Sugg. Let's Go to Paris. Our Boss, Tom Cruiser, is third. The mile, 2:04.
Now, with all the confusion and the traffic around the first turn, Kurt Sugg got to the lead and then just held on and never looked back and comes home a winner.
There's a lot of harness racing in Paris. We should let's go to Paris. Drop back to last. Not sure
I think they do that anytime there's a break. They're going to take a look at it just to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go to Paris in 2:04. And no need, as you said, Frank, no need for him to go any quicker than that in order to get the win for Edward Miller and Ashley Dunn. That's 2 wins, 6 starts this year. And boost earnings up over $11,000 for that Mr. Anson Colt.
Back-to-back wins on the fair circuit after coming off of racing in the Buckeye Stallion Series, the pop-up series that they have at Scioto Downs, and 2 other starts in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Did not hit the board in any of those races except the Buckeye Stallion Series the first time, finished third. But since then had not, so they bring back down to the fair circuit, and back-to-back winners for Kurt Sugg driving. Let's Go to Paris.
One, 2, 5, 1, 2, official. Into the winner's circle, the winner of the 6th race, Home Talent Colt Stake, 2-year-old Colt Trot. First of 3 divisions, blanket by D&E Lemonade. Number 5, Let's Go to Paris. Edward J. Miller and Ashley Dunn of Polk, Ohio. Edward Miller, the winning trainer. Kurt Sugg in the sulky. 2-year-old Colt by Mr. Anson out of Paris, Philly. Home winner in 2:04. Blankets, D&E Lemonade to Let's Go to Paris. Edward Miller and Kurt Sugg. Results are official. Number 1, R. Boss, 2. The 2, Tom Cruiser, 3. The 3 is scratched. The 4, I'll Be Seeing You, 4. The 5, Let's Go to Paris, the winner. The 6, Just Like Tom, 5. Top down, 2, 3, scratch. 4, 1, 5 on the bottom. The quarter, 31. The half, 103. 3/4, 134. The mile, 2:04.
When we come back, we will have the second division of the 2-year-old Colt Trot, the Robert and Carol Woman Memorial. Be a purse of $4,340. And we'll look forward to sharing that with you in just a couple of minutes. You're watching Live Harness Racing from Canfield, Ohio, brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association and our fine sponsors. We'll be right back.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzy, a son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
Welcome back to the Mahoning County Fair in Canfield, Ohio. Something to crow about, one of the largest county fairs in the United States, and they take a lot of pride in this fair. Big crowd on hand today. A lot of people up in the grandstand. We'll try to get you a shot of some of the people that are up here in the grandstand. As you can see, good crowd up here in the grandstand. A lot of people down on the apron as well. People enjoying themselves on a beautiful day, beautiful Labor Day. Glad to have you along, taking some time of your Labor Day festivities to join us here from Canfield as we have the second day of racing. We started it all off on Saturday, 11 o'clock post time, same as today. This is one of 3 race cards that we will be bringing you from across the state. 1 o'clock we will have racing from the Richwood Independent Fair, and then we will have racing from McConnellsville later this afternoon, scheduled to start around 1:30. That's up in the air because they were moving everybody up from Marietta to McConnellsville. The track at Marietta unable to be raced on, so they were able to get to the McConnellsville to race at that fairground track. So as we get more on times for post time, we will try to send that along to you as well. So, but that is where we stand today. Glad to have you along. A lot of good racing. We've already had one of the 2 feature races. We had the pacing or the trotting derby, the Canfield Trotting Derby. Earlier today, Don Irvine Jr. driving Global Girl to the win for trainer and owner Sue Stockwell. That was the 6th straight win for Global Girl. And in the 11th today, we will have the Canfield Pacing Derby. But we are getting set for our 7th race on the card today. We have a total of 12 that we will have. full day of racing here. Today is the last day of the fair here at Canfield. They have a big concert scheduled later this evening. That's the big stage that you see across the way. And last night, Bradley Gilbert. Tonight, Daughtry will be performing. And so we will have that going on. But just a fun day here at the Canfield Fair. A lot of people making their way over. We'll have some mule racing when this is all over with today. We had the Wiener Dogs raced on Saturday. They had 8 heats of Wiener Dogs, then came back with the semis, and then they had the championships, had a large, a huge trophy that went to the winner of that. So a lot of people on hand for the events here. Tell you, if you've never been to Canfield, you got to get here at least once. If you're a fair foodie, the number of booths that they have out there, the right in front of the speed office, they have the cinnamon rolls. I think it's called the Milano's cinnamon rolls. There was a line from the time we got there until the time we came back over here to the grandstand to get everything set up ready for the racing. That crew just never, or that line just never stopped at all. We will have 6 going to the gate for this, the second of 3 divisions for the 2-year-old Colt Trot, 7-lick Tom, Mark 'em Up, Splurge on Uncle, Pink Panther, Striking Marseille, and Muscle Chill, the 6 that will go behind the gate once we get set. Still have horses warming up for a few of the later races. We've got the Canfield Pacing Derby scheduled to go the 11th race today. Horses are getting all ready for the post parade for this, the 7th race. Roger Houston, our announcer today. Some of the other folks we have on tap helping us out here are, let's go to Roger for the post parade.
Talent Colt Stakes, 2-year-old Colt Trot, $4,340. Second division, trophy by Robert and Carol Woolman Memorial. Number 1, 7-lick Tom, the driver, Jason Thompson. Number 2, Mark 'em Up with Logan Eversole. The 3, Splurge on Uncle, the driver, Kurt Sugg. Number 4, Pink Panther, Nick Clegg. Number 5, Striking Marseille, Charlie Myrick. And number 6, Muscle Chill, Brady Brown in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Let's take a look at the horses for this, the 7th race. The number 1 is 7-lick Tom. Jason Thompson drives for Scott Cox. This is a long Tom out of the Holiday Road Mare Radiant Beam. Alan Miller is the owner. 6 starts, a win, a second, coming off a win at Canton, was a $25,000 purchase at the Ohio Select Sale. Number 2.
Mark 'em Up, Logan Eversole, Mark 'em Up. Ray Crawford trains. Susan Crawford and Ray share ownership. A 2-year-old gelding from Marseille out of RC Royalties, Pure Royalty, 3 starts, 2 wins and a second. Mark 205 and 2 at Croton.
The number 3 is Splurge on Uncle. Kurt Sugg drives for Herman Hagerman. This is an Uncle Peter out of Splurge on Me by Cadabra. Anthony Miller of Dundee, Ohio, and Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon are the owners. 6 starts this year. has 1 win to show, and that came last time out at Canton, a winner by a length and a half in 2:07.
Number 4 is Pink Panther from the Clegg Barn. It's also out of Marseille. This is a Donato Hanover's mare. Call me Pinkalicious. 11 out of 16 in the money, including 8 wins. Mark of 59-1 at Scioto. Earnings of $34,000 plus. Pink Panther.
The number 5 is Striking Marseille. Charlie Myrick drives and trains for the Second Chance stable of Ravenna. This Marseille is out of the Striking Sabra mare Strike 10. 6 starts this year, has a 3rd place finish. That came back on July 30th at Lisbon. Last time out, finished 7th. Has had some breaks of late. Breaks in the last 3 races for Striking Marseille.
Brady Brown will drive Muscle Chill. Number 6, Steve Shuffle's barn. Kathy Shuffle and Brian Paul Stossel Copley are the owners of this long-time gelding. Out of the Don't You Forget It mare, Don't You Just Love Me. 7 starts this year and looking for a check. $2,000 in earnings, a mark of 59, but no wins, no seconds, no thirds. Horses are moving up slowly behind the starting gate. 7th race, 2nd division of 3 with a purse of $4,300. 2-year-old Colt Trots. Let's go to Roger for the call of the 7th.
Trotters are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Mark 'em up. Goes right out for the lead. Pink Panther on the outside, 2nd. 7 Lick Tom gets away 3rd. Into the turn. Splurge on Uncle 4th. Taking a seat 5th is Muscle Chill, and treading the field. That's Striking Marseille. As they race around the turn, go on to the first 8. On top of the field, Logan Ebersole with Mark 'em up leads the way to the first quarter mark. Racing's up on the outside, 7 Lick Tom and Jason Thompson to take the lead. Racing 3rd is Pink Panther, opening quarter in 31 seconds. Racing 4th, around the turn, Splurge on Uncle. Racing 5th, Striking Marseille, and the trailer is Muscle Chill following the break. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. It's 7 Lick Tom and Jason Thompson by 3 1/4 lengths. Racing 2nd, that's Mark 'em up. Gapped out 3rd, Pink Panther. 4th, the Splurge on Uncle. Racing 5th, Striking Marseille. And trailing, Muscle Chill. They're halfway home. 1 minute, 3/5. 29 3, 2nd panel. To the backside they go. 7 Lick Tom has the lead by a length and 3/4. Racing 2nd is Mark 'em up. Here comes Kurt Sugg. Splurge on Uncle from 4th. Now 3rd and closing on the outside. Racing up the inside, Pink Panther at the 3/4 mark in 1:31 3. Midway around the final turn, 7 Lick Tom with the lead. On the outside, Splurge on Uncle, trying to find racing room. Pink Panther and Nick Clegg. Into the lane they come. On top, it's 7 Lick Tom. Pink Panther is there 2nd. Outside, Splurge on Uncle. Coming to the wire, it's 7 Lick Tom. Pink Panther, Splurge on Uncle. The mile, 2:03.
2:03. After a first half of 1 minute and 3/5, they really slowed it down, but 7 Lick Tom was strong enough to be able to keep all parties away with that victory.
Had to grab some French fries from a friend.
Oh, is that what that?
That was breakfast.
That was breakfast.
I'm going to go back for lunch in a few seconds here.
So. That's perfect. That's great.
No, that was a great race there.
It was a good race. Yep. Yeah, there were 4 of them in contention at the 3/4 pole, but A little too tough, 7-lick Tom. The last half, though, was 103 after a minute 3/5 first half. So kind of everybody just everybody used up everything they had in the first half, and there wasn't a lot of push down the stretch. But it did get close there between the 5/8 and the 3/4 pole. So again, your winner is 7-lick Tom, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6 on the bottom. Moving winner circle is right in front of us. And Jason Thompson, Scott Cox, Alan Miller. Win, place, show, and an exacta. Thank you very much.
You're on a roll lately.
I'm telling you, Matt, it's a little freaky.
The 3, Splurge on Uncle, 3. The 4, Pink Panther, 2. The 5, Striking Marseille, 5. The 6, Muscle Chill, 6. Top down, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6 on the bottom. The quarter, 31. The half, 1 minute 3/5. 3/4, 1:31.3. The mile, 2:03. In the 8th race, coming up, number 4, Fast Dancin', the driver Tyler Angus. The 5, Somewhere Up, Keith Cash Jr. The 7, Just Barley, Chris Presley.
When we come back, we will have this afternoon's 8th race, which will be the 3rd and the final division of the 3-year-old Colt pace. And that looks very much like it could be another mile to keep us in the 2-minute or slightly under range. We'll have a field of 7 with some changes to go over with you. And that'll be in memory of Gene Cooksey. So thank you for being with us here in Canfield this afternoon for an absolutely beautiful day of harness racing at the fair. And we'll be back shortly after these messages from our sponsors.
The Mahoning County Fair, better known as the Canfield Fair, is not only the largest in the state of Ohio, but the 3rd largest fair in the entire nation. What once began in the local courthouse now spans over 350 acres, with more than 60 permanent buildings and a grandstand that holds 6,200 spectators. The Canfield Fair was established in 1846, with the first racetrack laid in 1883. Many horses have seen the track, but the greatest has undoubtedly been Single G. The Immortal Harness Hall of Fame inductee was the horse that time forgot, winning 262 starts and clocking miles in 1:58.2 in the 1920s. Single G was invited to the 1926 Mahoning County Fair to pace his final mile before retirement. The crowd filling the grandstand stood and cheered on Single G the entire race. The Canfield Fair now hosts an FFA pace called the Single G in honor of the great horse's last win. Today, the Mahoning County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. They host 3 afternoons of live-action racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Hey, we're back at Canfield. The 8th race will be coming up shortly. And we were talking earlier about the fact that we're Well, about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through our prime racing season. It starts to slow down a little bit here in the next 3 to 5 weeks or so. We'll be done in about 5 weeks with our fair season.
No, we won't. We go to the middle of October. That's 6, 7 weeks. Maybe, okay.
Yeah,
It just seems like it never ends.
I know. Yeah, you and I have Coshocton together back-to-back days.
That's so far away, I don't even know.
I know. It is a while. But some big races coming up here. Grand Circuit races really get into a high level of activity as we get into this time of the year. The 3-year-old Colt Pace always gets a lot of play, and Little Brown Jug, of course, on September 19th. Breeders' Crown is the end of October, and the Breeders' Crown is at the Meadowlands this year. I'm hoping to be able to get back there for that weekend. That's if I had a place to call home, I would say that it's probably more New Jersey than anywhere else, but hope to get back for the Breeders' Crown. It's always a great night of racing. Here we have less horses warming up because we are down to about 1/3 of the program remaining. We've had some pretty impressive races at some great times this afternoon. If it wasn't a 3-hour ride back to Columbus, I would like to stay for this Daughtry concert, but that's not going to happen. Just hoping there's not a ton of traffic on the interstates as we all take off out of here and head back home in an hour or two. Crowd is holding up really well. There's a lot of people watching over in the barn area. You know, it's the best thing this morning was watching the kids going up and getting close to the horses out there and reaching up and finding the friendly ones.
You get to go with County Fair Racing right to the barns, talk to them, talk to the trainers, pet the horses. You have everything that you could have, especially when you've got a little one here. They can go right up there and pet the horses. Doug, one of my owners who's here, he's like a little kid when he gets back in the barn.
Yeah, you know what? I still feel like that sometimes when I get back there. And I like to go back and meet people that, I've only been doing this for a couple of years at the fairs, here and down in Kentucky. So I'm still meeting people whose names I've known for a long time. This is the first time I've been this close. Brady Brown is an example. Brady races over at the Meadows all the time in Pennsylvania. But we are obviously very close to the Pennsylvania border, and Brady's over here racing a couple of fair races today. So it's nice to see him. Kurt Sugg, who I met for the first time today, Keith Cash, Jason Thompson. These are guys I've never seen at the fairs before. So for me, it's a first. And, of course, seeing Rosie out here and meeting a couple of other people back at the barns and watching the Clegg trailer pull up with their flock of
Exactly.
There's always a lot going on back here. So
tell you, some of our young fans right there down at the finish line, they got a great view. They're sitting right there where that cutout is, sitting right on the wall, enjoying the racing right there. We get set for our 8th race today.
Final division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace. I'm expecting a mile in 1:58.2. That's my. That'll be my prediction for this one. 58.2. If I could figure out who's going to win,
there you go.
That would be. I don't know why I didn't pick a horse to win this race. I just did I did an exacta box 1-3, and it's 8-1 and 3-5. So I got a shot.
7 horses in this 8th race right now. Looks like 6 are out on the track. Looks like the 7th just came out, and we are getting ready to post parade. We'll have Roger as the number 1 already starting to make its way around for the post parade. We'll get ready to
Yep, they're lining up. Attaboy. Good job, guys. Nobody has to get yelled at.
Send it to Roger.
8th race, home talent Colt Stake, 3-year-old Colt Pace, 3rd division, in memory of Gene Cooksey. Number 1, in his time, the driver, Nick Clegg. Number 2, Treetop Flyer with Logan Ebersole. Number 3 is Rain Rock with Eamon Hirschberger. Number 4, Fast Dancin', Tyler Angus. Number 5, Somewhere Up, Keith Cash Jr. Number 6, Butter Maker with Dylan Fagan. And number 7, Just Barley, Chris Presley in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
A nice group of young men racing here. Let's go through the breeding a little bit. Number 1, in his time, out of the Clegg barn. This is a Fear the Dragon gelding out of the Western Terror mare. We Adore Thee. 21 starts this year, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 5 third-place finishes. Mark of 158 at Mount Gilead, and $18,081 in earnings year to date.
The number 2 is Treetop Flyer. Logan Ebersole drives for Claire Umholtz, who is the breeder of this horse, along with Kennedy Sports. This is a Racing Hill out of the Western Terror mare Champagne Tonight. 19 starts this year, 5 wins, 4 seconds, and a third. Has hit the board now in 8 straight. Last time out at Burton, finished second. A winner at Wellington back on the 19th.
Number 3 is Rain Rock, Amon Hirschberger for Kurt Lepley, who owns and trains. This is a well-said gelding out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Highland Rock Solid. Great year to date, 14 starts, includes 5 wins, a second, 3 third-place finishes. That's 9 out of 14. A mark of 52 and 4, and $34,000 in earnings year to date. Makes him the leading money earner of the horses participating in this afternoon's 8th race.
The number 4 is Fast Dancing. Emmanuel Miller drives for John Hochstetler, who is also the owner of this Dancing Yankee out of Bleach Goddess. 17 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. Was lightly raced as a 2-year-old with just 4 starts. Last time it was a winner back on July 8th at Northfield.
Number 5, Somewhere Up, Keith Cash for the Cleggs. This is a lather up gelding out of the Sun Beach Somewhere mare, Somewhere Sunny. 28 starts this year and not a win yet. 2 seconds, 5 third place finishes, $15,000 in earnings, looking for his first win.
The number 6 is Buttermaker. Dylan Fagan drives for Brett Schwartz. This Yankee Cruiser is out of the Yankee Lariat mare La Rita. Brett Schwartz, along with Dylan Fagan, are the owners. 14 starts, a win, 3 seconds, and a third. Lifetime, that 1 win in 25 starts. That win came at Scioto Downs earlier this year.
Chris Presley will drive Just Barley, our number 7 horse, out of the Isaiah Shrake barn. This is a Charlie Barley gelding out of the Ponder mare Just Thinking. Isaiah and Terry Schrock from Nevada, Ohio are the owners. 12 out of 18 in the money, a mark of 156 at a sloppy track in Northfield, and earnings just under $30,000. Again, this is the 3-year-old Colt Pace, Division 3 of 3. With 4 races left on our program this afternoon. This one for a purse of $4,087. And we are predicting a winning time of 1:58 and 2.
That's what you're predicting.
That's what I'm predicting. Let's take it up to Roger for the call of the 8th.
The tree's good this year. They cut it back. Last year we couldn't see.
Pacers are all in behind the Wolfenberg gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come.
Do the best we can with that stage.
They're off and pacing, that's Rain Rock going for the lead. Treetop Flyer in between horses, off stride into the turn. Taken to the outside is Treetop Flyer. On top, it's Rain Rock by 2.5, getting away second in his time. Down the backside they go. Fast Dancing up on the outside. Inside is Somewhere Up. Down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. Racing fifth, Just Barley. 6 is Baller Maker. As the race by the opening quarter in 29-1. Treetop Flyer trails the field. As the race around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. It's Rain Rock at Ammon Hirschberger, showing the way by a length and 3/4. Racing right there second as they pass the stand for the first time in his time. Third, Somewhere Up. Out moving on the outside, Just Barley. Chris Presley now fourth, now third, going after the leader at the halfway point in 1:01-2. On to the backside they go. Rain Rock has the lead. On the outside, Just Barley is there second in his time, pacing third. Fourth is Somewhere Up. Down the backside, Fast Dancing is there fifth. Butter Maker on the outside, sixth. Going to the 3/4 mark. They're by the 3/4 in 1:31-2. Midway around the final turn. Rain Rock has the lead by a half. Just Barley on the outside second. In his time third. Into the stretch they come. Rain Rock on the outside. Just Barley closing in with every stride. Just Barley on the outside for Chris Presley. Home second. Rain Rock in his time was third. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Well, they came home at 59-1. The mile went in 2 minutes and 3/5, and a really, really great steer by Chris Presley.
Looked like he got up at the wire.
I believe that he did. Yeah, he got hung out there for the last quarter, but he
unofficial 7-3-1-4. That would make Chris Presley a double winner today.
Absolutely. At a big price. Biggest price of the day, I believe, out there. Can't tell if that's a 17 or 12.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a 17-1.
17.
For Just Barley, that'll be 5th win of the year. Has now hit the board in 8 straight.
Pretty impressive.
17-1. Wow.
Yeah, earnings over $32,000. And that 2-horse, Treetop Flyer, a really rough little break there at the start. He was the second favorite at 8-5, but he went right to the paddock. Went right back to the barns right out of the first turn. Didn't even go around the track, the two. Just pulled him up. I
wonder if they might have had some broken equipment or something.
I wondered about that, yeah. I know it was a little rough pulling him to the outside and getting him out of the way, but he did a good job of it.
And here comes
Chris Presley back to the winner's circle. Third division of 3 of Colt Pace.
Unofficial winner of the 8th race, Home Talent Colt Stake 3-year-old Colt Pace. Number 7, Just Barley. Owned by Isaiah and Terry Shrake of Navarre, Ohio. Isaiah Shrake, the winning trainer. Chris Presley getting his second win on today's card. The 3-year-old gelding by Charlie Barley out of Just Thinking. Home a winner in 2 minutes, 3/5. Britton Chevrolet Winner's Circle. A blanket in this race in memory of Gene Cooksey. To number 7, Just Barley, Isaiah Shrake, and Chris Presley. Top down.
Chris Presley for Isaiah Shrake. 2 minutes and 3/5, 59-1 last half, and really horses in 5th at the quarter, was in 3rd on the outside at the half.
The Treetop Flyer did not finish due to broken equipment. The 3, Wayne Rock, 2. The 4, Fast Dancin', 4. The 5, Somewhere Up, 5. The 6, Butter Maker, 6. The 7, Just Barley, the winner. Top down, 3, DNF, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 29-1. The half, 101-2. 3/4, 131-2. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
When we come back after a short break, we will have the second division of 2, the final of our 3-year-old Colt Trot. Purse $6,000. And some pretty competitive 3-year-old trotters here. But we will be back shortly. You're watching live harness racing from Canfield, Ohio, brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. We'll be right back.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
When we talked about Grand Circuit coming up, could take a look at some of those races that are on the horizon here. 2-year-old Colt Pace, the Grand Circuit. Next one is up at Woodbine on Saturday. That's the Champlain Stakes with a purse of $180,000. After that, the big one, of course, is the Metro Pace, which is on September 21st. That's the Saturday, 2 days after the Little Brown Jug. And that one has a purse of $1 million. That's a 2-year-old purse. The Red Mile will have the Bluegrass and the International Stallion, both 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace races. Each one of those for $275,000. The Breeders' Crown, October 25th final, $700,000. And the Governor's Cup on November 30th, the final Grand Circuit for 2-year-old Colt and Gelding, that's $400,000. So a couple of million going on out there for the 2-year-old Colt Pacers. 2-year-old Colt Trotters. Peter Horton Memorial.
I think Roger was just talking about the mule races or something coming up pretty soon. I'm not sure if they're going to do the heats between or not.
Well, I'm ready for some alternative racing. Grand Circuit 2-year-old Colt trotting races still to come this season. On the 13th at Harris, the Peter Hodden Memorial. The Mohawk Million on September 21st, a couple of days after the Jug. It's a big night up at Mohawk for $1 million. And the Red Mile has the Bluegrass and the International Stallion for $275,000. The Breeders' Crown for $700,000. The Kindergarten for $250,000. Then, of course, the Valley Victory on the 30th of November for $400,000. So those are the big 2-year-old boy races that are still left this year. 2-year-old filly racers, the Pacers of the Champlain on the 7th. Woodbine for $180,000 for the girls. She's a Great Lady on September 21st for $550,000. These are 2-year-old filly pacers. The Breeders' Crown for $700,000, and the 3 Diamonds on November 30th for $400,000. And then the filly Trotters. Coming up is the Jim Doherty Memorial for $400,000 on the 13th at Hoosier Park. And we've got a couple of $250,000 at the Red Mile, the Bluegrass, and the Stallion. The Breeders' Crown for $700,000. Kindergarten for $250,000, and the Goldsmith for $400,000 November 30th. Those are the big 2-year-olds. The horses that are warming up are clearing the track and leaving it open for those that are participating in this afternoon's 9th race. Waiting for them to line up.
Few more horses out on the track. Saw a couple warming up for the Canfield Pacing Derby, which will be our 11th race, the second of the big feature races.
And
what? And the Poster Pets fan club starting to form here up with us. For those of you that don't know and may know,
it's time.
Poster
Frank.
Pets, the number 2 in the Canfield Pacing Derby. I am part owner of that, along with my father's wife, my sister, and a very good friend of mine, Doug Tucker. Doug's with us today. We've got some friends over. Bob and Michelle Birdsey and their granddaughter Maddie have made the trip over from Pittsburgh to watch the horse race. So,
have you ever seen prettier eyes on a little girl than what Maddie's got going on over here? I mean, these are insane.
Beautiful blue eyes, just like her mother.
Wow. You got that picture of that doggy, don't you? It's a cute doggy.
So now we are looking forward to having some fun come the 11th race.
So you're excited about watching your horse race, and I'm excited about the opportunity to hold the camera on you while you're down there.
I am always excited to watch the horse race. So here's Roger. Let's go upstairs.
For the 9th race, hometown at Colt Stake, 3-year-old trot, $6,040. Second division, blank Miss You Jingles. Number 1, CS Door Prize, the driver, Jason Thompson. Number 2, Smoke It Steady with Ty Loy. The 3, MJ's Valiant Tom with Eamon Hirschberger. Number 4, Bob the Bomber, Nick Clegg. And number 5, Sweet Vacation, Charlie Myrick in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Number 1, CS Door Prize, Jason Thompson in the bike for Rosie Weaver. This is an Enterprise gelding out of the DeJombro mare, Open Door Policy. Pretty good season so far this year for the Gerald B. Hawks owned horse. 11 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, and a third. $20,000 in earnings and a mark of 158.4.
The number 2 is Smoke It Steady. Ty Lloyd drives, trains, and co-owns along with Roger Morlock. This is a Volstead out of the mare Romp Away Jazzy by Chip Chip Hooray. 15 starts, has hit the board 8 times, 3 wins, 5 seconds. Back-to-back second place finishes at Mount Gilead and Wellington.
Number 3, MJ's Valiant Tom, Amon Hirschberger for Levi, who trains owned by the Downtown Stable of North Lawrence, Ohio. This is a long Tom gelding out of the Striking Sabra mare Tavita. 6 starts this year with a win, 6,600 in earnings, a mark of 207 in Canton.
And the number 4 is Bob the Bomber. Nick Clegg drives for Betty Clegg. This is a long Tom out of Lee's Little Sis. 14 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, earnings of $15,000. Last year, 12 starts, 8 wins, earned $76,000, closing in on $100,000 in lifetime earnings.
Wow. Number 5, Sweet Vacation, Charlie Merrick trains and drives this second chance stable creatine gelding out of the Dream Vacation mare Short Vacation, looking for his first win of the year with 18 starts, has a second and a third place finish and $8,300 in earnings. And that is your field for this afternoon's ninth race, the 3-year-old Colt Trot.
And they are heading up the back stretch where they'll join the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate.
Okay.
So let's send it up to Roger for the call.
3-year-old trotters are all in behind the Wolfenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. That Smoke It Steady going for the lead. CS Door Prize on the inside takes command. Getting away third, MJ's Valiant Tom. Fourth on the outside, Sweet Vacation. Trailing the field, Bob the Bomber. Down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. CS Door Prize leads the way by 2.5. Smoke It Steady is there second. MJ's Valiant Tom third. Sweet Vacation fourth, and Bob the Bomber trails the field. Straight alignment by the opening quarter. Opening panel in 30 3/5. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. It's CS Door Prize and Jason Thompson with the lead. Smoke It Steady and Ty Loy right there second. MJ's Valiant Tom. Ammon Hirschberger trots third. Tips to the outside and goes after the leader. Up and moving, following the cover is Bob the Bomber. Inside, Sweet Vacation. 3 in, 2 out at the halfway point. The leader remains CS Door Prize. Halfway home in 101 3/5. On to the backside. MJ's Valiant Tom is there second. Smoke It Steady third. Fourth on the outside, Bob the Bomber. The trailer remains Sweet Vacation. 3 in, 2 out. Going to the 3/4 mark. The leader, CS Door Prize, by a half a length at the 3/4. MJ's Valiant Tom, second on the outside. Smoke It Steady is there third. Bob the Bomber fourth. 3/4, 131 2. Midway around the final turn. The leader is CS Door Prize. Smoke It Steady and Ty Loy tip to the outside. Into the stretch they come. CS Door Prize on the inside. Smoke It Steady with every stride on the outside. Smoke It Steady. CS Door Prize, Sweet Vacation.
Eric, unofficial 215.
The mile, 2:03 1/5.
There you go. That was a horse race. I'll tell you, nobody gapped out really after the break. Bob the Bomber got back into it, and they made that turn. As they hit that final turn, they were all within about 3 lengths of each other, and in the end, it was Ty Loy getting up with Smoke It Steady for the win.
Yes, it was. And I'm cashing another ticket. I'm cashing another ticket.
Good for you.
Yeah, these even money shots are just killing me, Frank, I'll tell you.
Hey, a win is a win is a
A
win.
win is a win is a win.
That's the way to look at it.
2:15 unofficial.
2:03 and 1 last half, and 1:02 and a couple.
The Britton Chevrolet Winner's Circle trailer comes into the picture. And here comes your winner, Ty Loy.
Saw Ty when he was getting set up in the barns this morning.
Stands your winner of the 9th race, Home Talent Colt Stakes 3-year-old trot. Number 2, Smoke It Steady. Ty Loy of Grafton. Roger Morlock of Valley City, Ohio. Ty Loy in the sulky. 3-year-old Getting the Volstead at Rompaway Jazzy. Home a winner in 2:03 1/5. Miss Eugingle's Blanket goes to the 2. Smoke It Steady and Ty Uloy. Top down.
Fourth driving win for Ty Loy this year.
Number 1, CS Door Prize 2. The 2, Smoke It Steady, the winner. The 3, MJ's Valiant Tom 4. The 4, Bob the Bomber 5. The 5, Sweet Vacation 3. Top down, 2, 1, 4, 5, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 3. The half, 101 3. 3/4, 131 2. The mile, 2:03 1/5.
When we come back for this afternoon's. Oh.
Well, we'll go to break and we'll pick up the mule race when we return.
We'll be right back.
Mark your calendar for the new and exciting North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. Tuesday, December 17th at the Mount Hope Event Center in Mount Hope, Ohio. Broodmares, broodmare prospects, race horses, and stallion shares. Pedigrees announced by Ed Teefee and Gabe Pruitt. Online bidding, clean, heated facility. The North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. A live auction to see quality horses with industry-leading pedigrees. Tuesday, December 17th in Mount Hope, Ohio. Entries open September 5th.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC oil. It makes a world of difference.
Not sure if you were able to hear the audio on that or not, but wanted to get back and give you at least the mule race.
Well, it was a field of 4, and 2 of them were disqualified.
There you go. So
you're not allowed to. You know, they're probably always told, go to the infield, and that's exactly what they did. And that was the wrong spot today. But Minnie was the winner. Minnie was flying down that last 16th there in the stretch.
And so we are to our 10th at the 2-year-old Colt pace.
So 3 more races this afternoon. Something happened here. I did not bet this race. I think it's because the 1 might be barred. Is that possible?
Let's see. It's possible, but I do not know if they are or not. We'll have to see if it pops up on the board or not.
Yep. And one horse is 17 out of 19 in the money, with including 14 wins. And
they raced at Burton, finished second back on Friday, and is now 20 starts, 14, 3, and 1.
Wow.
So having an unbelievable year is down by the parade.
Nobody's out yet. The mules have gathered back up together again.
So it looks like we are now up and running at all 3 of our sites today.
Wow.
We have racing on Facebook live with all 3 of them, and all 3 of them on YouTube. And that becomes a big thumbs up to Matt Clark, who has worked to get this done all year. And I want to personally thank Matt for the hard work that he has put into getting all of this done, and we finally did it. Today's the first day. We think that we have 3 strong streams up in all 3 places, and we do this for the fans. We hope you guys all enjoy this. And yes, the number 1 is barred from the wagering.
There we go.
Number 1 is barred.
Number 1 is barred. Well, that makes sense.
So there's the board right now.
I skipped the race and bet this race. I think I went up and tried, and they said no, and I'm like, okay,
Okay.
That's not meant to be. No
Nope,
problem.
Not meant to be.
No problem. So the 11th is coming up after the 10th, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting on the horses to come onto the track for this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
None of them have come out yet. I'm not sure if they're waiting to do the second heat of the mules first, or if they're going to bring on the horses for the 10th. Looking down to the garage, or to the barn area.
I don't see anything going on down there.
I don't see anybody coming out as well. So waiting to see, and I'm also looking out at the mules as well. I do see a couple people on top of some mules, but not sure if they're getting ready to race or not. So for some reason we have a bit of a delay here. I want to tell everybody we've got, we didn't. I did not get the chance to run down everybody who's here today, and we want to. First off, I want to thank Woody Woolman, who is the speed superintendent here. He's also part of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. Woody does a great job getting these races off and running. Our presiding judge today was Doug Thomas. Our clerk, Brenda Bates. Probably, every time you walk into the speed office, Brenda has a huge smile on your face. You're not in the door 2 feet, and she's already like, donuts and coffee if you'd like some. And they had donuts and coffees for every. Gretchen Quick with the Lynn Scott photo here today. Mary Randall, our photographer, and our starter, Mike Wepkenberg, and the voice, the man, the myth, and the legend, Roger Houston, with the announcing today and the calls of all the races. So kind of looking out to see what's going on. So Roger now has called them out for the 10th. So Roger trying to get the
I'm
folks out for the 10th.
It's going to be horses and not mules. Okay.
So we're getting.
Hi. How are you?
Getting the
Good.
horses
Good to
ready
see
to
you.
go. Here we are racing at Richwood Independent Fair today, as well as McConnellsville. So it looks like they are up and running at McConnellsville. That was the races that was supposed to be at the Washington County Fair in Marietta, but because of the track conditions, they had to move the races to the McConnellsville and the fairgrounds there, and they're getting those off. So it looks like the first horse is coming out onto the track down by the parade, and Nick Clegg now making its way to the track.
Scioto have a holiday card today?
Yes, Scioto has a holiday card today. I do not believe there's racing tomorrow and Wednesday, but they'll be back Thursday after today's holiday card. There's a look at your number 1 down by the parade, waiting for the other horses to make their way out onto the track as well. It's like I see the number 2 now making its
yeah.
way in.
See, that's that outdoor barn area where they're concerned about the horses being in their stall, but that close to the track over there. Yep, horses are coming out. We've got 3 more races this afternoon. For us, it is beautiful. The wind died down a little bit, so it feels a little bit more comfortable there. It got a little chilly for a couple of minutes. The name, the race, the horse, the whole gambit.
And then check your ticket. Make sure you always check your ticket before you leave.
Ticket.
4 of the horses are out on the track waiting for 1 more to make their way. And the 5th one has just come on. The number 2, Sam's Legend, was the 5th one on. Here comes the number 1 back down the back stretch, heading towards the track.
Well, they'll be lining up here shortly. Probably no more warm-ups. They'll tighten the schedule here in the last couple of races.
I think they just gave the okay to Roger, post-parade time.
Clegg taking down by the parade around the field to get to the front so that nobody gets in trouble. Let's take it up to Roger for the introduction.
Race. Home Talent Colt Stakes 2-year-old Colt Pace, 2nd division, in memory of Jay Corey. And these are the horses for the 10th. Number 1, Down by the Parade with Nick Clegg. Number 2, Sam's Legend, the driver Dylan Fagan. Number 3, All Bull and No Beef with Chris Hirschberger. The 4, Cool Augustus with Angus Lake. And number 5, Red Hot Ember, Lanny Merriman in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate.
Down by the Parade was an $8,000 purchase, the Ohio Select sale, and has made $85,000 year to date for the Cleggs, and has won 14 out of 20 races and is barred from the wagering. This is a Down by the Seaside gelding out of the Royal Majesty Mare Gracie's Parade with earnings of $85,000 and a mark of 2 minutes at Paulding.
The number 2 is Sam's Legend. Dylan Fagan drives for Brett Schwartz. Hired Gun Racing Stables and Tim Schwartz of Las Vegas are the owners. This is a bit of a Legend N. Out of last Sam standing, 7 starts, 2 wins, was a winner last time out at Rock Springs. In fact, Tim Schwartz was in town
with us
for that race. So we had a chance to talk to Tim on the air, and he got to see his horse win in person.
Number 3, All Bull and No Beef. Chris Hirschberger drives, trains. Owners CNC Stables of Canton. This is a Bullville powerful gelding out of the Presidential Ball by She's Pony. 10 starts, looking for the first win to go with 4 seconds and 4 third-place finishes and $8,000 in season-to-date earnings.
The number 4 is Cool Augustus. Angus Lake drives for Amy Wingard, who also owns this Mr. Cooley out of the mare Twinkie. This horse has raced 6 times, has a 3rd-place finish to show.
And number 5, Red Hot Ember, Lanny Merriman in the bike for Linda Main. Richard Johnson from the Villages in Florida is probably watching and is the owner of this Catch the Fire Colt out of Rocket Amadeus Mare, Rocket Cali. 8 starts this year, 2 seconds, 2 third-place finishes, $5,600 in earnings. And that is your field for the 2nd and final division of the 2-year-old Colt Pace. Horses are lined up behind the starting gate. Let's send it upstairs to Roger Houston for the call of the race.
Horses approaching the starting gate. Pacers are all in behind the Mike Wippenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off in pacing Cool Augustus, off stride at the start. Down by the parade, goes right out and grabs the lead. Sam's Legend tucks in second. All Bull and No Beef is third, racing fourth. As they race around the turn, it's Red Hot Ember, and treading the field, Cool Augustus following the break. Down the backside they go, down by the parade with the lead. Sam's Legend is there second as they race over to the first quarter mark. All Bull and No Beef races third, racing fourth. Red Hot Ember and the trailer is Cool Augustus, opening quarter 30 1/5. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Down by the parade, leads the way for Nick Clegg, racing second. Dylan Fagan and Sam's Legend. Into the lane first time. All Bull and No Beef with Chris Hirschberger. Lanny Merriman has Red Hot Ember fourth, and treading the field, All Bull and trailing the field, Cool Augustus at the halfway point in 1:01. Into the turn, going to the 5/8 station. It's down by the parade, leading the way by 2. Racing second is Sam's Legend. Third is All Bull and No Beef. On to the backside, Red Hot Ember fourth. Trailing the field, Cool Augustus, as Angus Lake can see them all going to the 3/4 mark. Starting to open up, down by the parade, and Nick Clegg now by 5 lengths. Sam's Legend is there second. On the outside, All Bull and No Beef third. Red Hot Embers fourth, tips to the outside as well. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. Down by the parade, has the lead and opens up with every stride. Drawn away by 15 lengths. It's down by the parade and Nick Clegg. All Bull and No Beef. Red Hot Ember is third. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5.
Well, with Down by the Parade barred from wagering, the favorite became All Bull and No Beef, the 3-horse at 3 to 5, who pulled out of the 2-hole just before the 3/4 pole and drew away for a mile and 2 minutes and 2/5 in the last half of 59 2. So congratulations, Chris Hirschberger, for the driving and training win. CNC Stables, the Bullville Powerful Gelding, now has his first win and 11 starts this year to go with 8 other in the money finishes, and earnings now over $11,000. Nothing to talk about in that race until there was something to talk about in that race. Yeah,
and here comes your winner, Nick Clegg, and Down by the Parade back to the winner's circle.
From the Clegg team on the golf cart, there's Betty.
First win for the Cleggs here at Canfield. They had scratched all of their horses on Saturday.
Initial payoff is 3-5-2 since the 1-horse was barred from the wagering. Moving into the winner's circle, the winner of the 10th race, Hometown and Colt Stake, 2-year-old Colt Pace in memory of Jay Corey. Number 1, Down by the Parade. On Betty Clegg, trained by Betty Clegg, the winningest trainer at the Ohio Fair Circuit this season. Nick Clegg in the sulky. 2-year-old gelding, but down by the seaside of Gracie's Parade. 14 wins in 19 starts. 14 wins this season for Down by the Parade. A winner today in 2 minutes and 2/5. That is a lifetime mark for Down by the Parade.
Get the top down here from Roger in just a second. He is gathering it up.
Official. Number 1, Down by the Parade, the winner. The 2, Sam's Legend, 4. The 3, All Bowl and No Beef, 2. The 4, Cool Augustus, 5. The 5, Red Hot Ember, 3. Top down, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 1. The half, 101. 3 quarters, 131, 2. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. In the 11th race, we still need a driver on the 6-horse, Master Confection. Number 8, TSM Batman. The driver, Tyler Angus.
Okay, so that was the 10th. The Poster Pets feature of the day is next. The 11th race when we come back from messages. It's been a beautiful day of racing here in Canfield. We want to take a minute and thank everybody for watching, not only today and not only here, but every day and from wherever we are broadcasting our races. We couldn't do it without our sponsors, and we're very appreciative for their assistance in allowing us to get all this together and get it off to you. We have 8 horses coming up in the next race. That is the 11th, the Signature Series.
Let's pick up this race real quick here.
Oh, we got donkeys.
Didn't realize they were racing.
The hat.
Oh boy! The photo finish goes to the Cowboy without the hat.
There you go.
Now, there may be an objection for that hat flying off.
Might be. So Gus is your winner.
So if you had the Gus and Minnie double ticket, you're a winner. Because of the hat. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Cowboy hat.
While the judges are looking at that replay, see if there's a disqualification, we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have a full field of 8. It's official. Gus wins. We'll be back shortly.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio. The Delaware County Fair, where history meets horsepower. Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime as the world-famous Little Brown Jug takes center stage. Witness the heart-pounding action, the thundering hooves, and the sheer determination of these incredible athletes compete for the coveted Little Brown Jug title. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. For ticket and hospitality options, visit littlebrownjug.com. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are made and legends are born. Be there!
We are back at the Mahoning County Fair as we get set for the Canfield Pacing Derby.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw is right.
Your horse is 9-5, guys.
Yeah, 9-5, okay.
Yeah, we'll
take
happy
that.
with that. Yeah. I'll take that too. I'm alive.
You get to the point where you just hope you have a good race and things work out, and there's our field.
What is the relationship between Braden Rhodes and Bill Rhodes?
It's father and son.
Father and son.
So 2 changes. Kurt Sugg, I believe, is going to drive Master Confection, I think he just said. And I'll double check that here in a second. And Tyler Angus on the 8. So
Okay. Got it.
Yep, Kurt Sugg is driving him. That's what I thought, but just wanted to confirm.
Horses making their way out onto the track.
And we are getting ready
for the post parade.
I'm not sure who's more nervous, myself or Bill Rhodes, our trainer, watching his son drive. He gets a little nervous every time his son drives.
Does he?
Yeah. Horses are making their way out.
Well, Braden's a 10% winner. That's pretty good.
Show the horses as they slowly come by, too. This is TSM Batman.
Tyler Angus for Bob Kronitsky. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6 so far out of the 8 expected. We're waiting on 2 more. Here comes the 6 horse. We're waiting on 1 more. And here comes the 5 horse, and all the horses
there
are
goes
now
the number 4, Buddy the Bookie. Corey Kreiser driving.
I think they're all 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 of the 8 are out on the track.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I got them
You got all 8?
I think I got them all.
All right. They get on that back stretch and you can't see anything behind the big tent.
A little blocked out there for that 8th. It is just an unbelievable day. It's hard to imagine get this nice day. It's early in September. This cool breeze, puffy clouds, great sky, great crowd in the grandstand. A few hundred people in here.
Yeah, all 8 are out on the track
all,
now.
Okay.
So
they are all out on the track.
Yeah, a little chilly upstairs here.
Yes,
It's nice down below. So let's go to Roger for the post parade.
Race, the Canfield Pacing Derby Signature Series. In memory of Ray Krause. Number 1, Dirty Dreams, the driver Mario Zito. Number 2, Poster Pets with Braden Rhodes. Number 3, School Kids Son Rick, Charlie Myrick. Number 4, Buddy the Bookie with Corey Kreiser. Number 5, Rockin' Requiem, Angus Lake. The 6, Master Confection, Kurt Sugg. The 7, Lion Snyder with Billy Davis Jr. And number 8, TSM Batman, Tyler Angus. Now coming in front of the stands, the 4, Buddy the Bookie with Corey Kreiser.
Buddy the Bookie. I love that
One of the
name.
favorite names from last year on the circuit, without a doubt.
Absolutely. Buddy the Bookie. Let's take a look in detail at who we've got going on here. Number 1 is Dirty Dreams. Mario Zito is the owner, the driver, the trainer out of Marshallville, Ohio. This is a Mr. Apples gelding out of the Nobleland Sam Mare. Sarah's Little Sis, 25 starts this year, 4 wins, a second, a third, 47,000 lifetime, and a mark of 55 at Northfield.
The number 2 is Poster Pets. Braden Rhodes drives for Bill Rhodes, owned by Very Unstable and Bill Rhodes. This is a pet rock out of Poster Girl K. 18 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, a lifetime, 6 wins, and 87 starts.
Number 3, School Kids Son Rick. Charlie Merrick trains and drives for Richard Stacy, New Springfield. This is a School Kids gelding out of the Santana Blue Chip Mare W.F. Bella. 22 starts, a win, a second, a third, a mark of 55 and 4 at Northfield. $12,500 in earnings.
The number 4 is Buddy the Bookie. Corey Kreiser drives, trains for Amir's Nature. This is a Racing Hill, a 5-year-old gelding out of the Stand Forever mare, Forever Speedy. 22 starts this year, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 4 thirds, earnings of $21,000, and lifetime 100 starts, 18 wins, over $200,000 in earnings.
57 out of 100 in the money. What a great horse. Number 5, Rockin' Requiem, Angus Lake for Stephen Harris and Gene Will. A Rockin' Amadeus mare out of the Badlands, Hanover mare No Picnic, 14 starts, 2 wins, a second, a third, 15,000 in earnings and a mark of 55-1 at Northfield.
The number 6 is Master Confection. Claire Umholtz trains. Driving will be Kurt Sugg. This is a Western vintage 4-year-old gelding, 5 wins in 23 starts this year, a winner last time out at Mount Gilead.
Number 7, Lion Snyder, Billy Davis Jr. from Marion Chupp, a well-said gelding, $590,000 worth of earnings this year, 13 starts, looking for his first win.
And the number 8 is TSM Batman. Robert Krasinski Jr. is the trainer, 14 starts, 1 win. Let's send it up to Roger.
Masters Confection, Lion Snyder, TSM Batman, and here they come for the Canfield Pacing Derby. They're off and pacing. Buddy the Bookie goes for the lead. Dirty Dreams on the inside. In between horses, Poster Pets as they race into the turn. From the second tier, Lion Snyder is there fourth. Fifth on the outside. That is Rockin' Requiem, racing 6. Master Confection, 7th down the backside. TSM Batman, and treading the field, School Kid Son Rick. The battle continues on the front end as they go by the first quarter mark. On the inside, Poster Pets has the lead as they race by the quarter. 27-3. Around the turn they come. On the outside, Buddy the Bookie is there second. In passing the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. Poster Pets has the lead. Dirty Dreams is there second. Buddy the Bookie on the outside third. Lion Snyder fourth. Rockin' Requiem fifth. To the outside, Master Confection sixth. TSM Batman seventh, and trailing School Kid Son Rick. We got 6 in, 2 out. As they race around the turn, off the half in 56-2. Poster Pets has the lead. Dirty Dreams is on the move on the outside, along with Lion Snyder. Down the backside, going to the 3-quarter mark. On the inside, now fourth, Rockin' Requiem. 3 quarters, 126-3. Midway around the final turn, Poster Pets the leader. Lion Snyder on the outside. Dirty Dreams on the inside third. And Poster Pets opens up! Into the stretch they come. Poster Pets with the lead. The battle's for second and third. It's all Poster Pets winning the Canfield Pacing Derby. Dirty Dreams second, Lion Snyder third. The mile, 1:56, 1/5.
Okay, 1:56-1. Poster Pets.
Okay.
How about them apples? Poster Pets for our own Frank Frost and his partners. Trainer Bill Rhodes, it's Buddy Doug. Wow, that was a great mile. Let's go down there and lock in on the winner's circle. We don't want to miss this. Was hoping that. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll tell you what, that 27-3 first quarter scared me. I wasn't sure that Braden might have used a little bit too much, but nope. There goes Braden. Frank on his way back up with his partners, team. Hey! Congratulations, my friend. How cool is that?
ESM Batman.
Let me get out
That's
of
cool.
here.
We got the rundown here.
1-7, 8-4-6.
Go ahead.
3-5 on the bottom.
Watch your foot
the
there.
quarter,
Yep.
27-3. The half, 56-2. 3 quarters, 126-3. The mile, 156, 1/5. 12th and final race coming up.
That feel good?
Wow. Wow. Doug, stand down there with the trophy. I want to get a shot of the trophy so
Yeah.
people can see.
Oh, look at how nice that is.
This is what they also gave out to the for the trotting derby as well. So a nice piece of hardware. It's one of the co-owners, Doug Tucker, with the hardware. So wonderful.
Congratulations. That's great, guys. That's awesome.
You know what even makes it more special, Michael, is to have Roger Houston call it.
I'll bet.
That really meant a lot. When Poster Pets won his first race, Roger called that win. And that meant an awful lot to me. And to have him call that is
I'll
wonderful.
bet. Yeah.
Well, let's take a break, and we'll be back
With the finale.
with the finale right after this. Well, nope, we're going to keep it here.
Oh,
Day. Drawn away.
that's Poster Pets.
There's your winner,
Not a winner,
your,
but-
your mule races as well.
Well, they're getting bounced around on those things. Look at that.
So we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hey, we're back live here, still flying from Poster Pets.
That we are, and those wind will carry us away a little bit
Yeah,
too. The wind
really
really
will.
picking up.
Picked up a lot. We have one more race left on this afternoon's card, and the horses are going to be coming out pretty quickly for it because there's no more warming up to do. I got a couple of happy owners here, guys, with some grins on their faces.
What did he
And,
pay? He paid $19.80 to win?
Yeah, it was huge. He went off at 8-1.
8-1 he went off it.
Yeah. I think I. Who came in second? Who came in second? You guys didn't notice, but
I'll call you.
You didn't notice who came in second behind you,
Nope.
did you? I got the same win place and show ticket you have, but I also have a 2.4 to 2.6 exacta, but I never paid attention.
Don't know
to
who was there.
I don't care.
You gonna go cash our tickets?
Give me your ticket.
No, I got a pile of them. I'll go get them. It's all right.
You gonna go cash our tickets? Okay. No, that was fun to
Oh my
watch.
gosh,
So we're
that's
getting ready
the
for
best.
this final race here from Canfield.
That's the best, man. Oh, boy. That's got to be the greatest feeling in the world to watch your own.
Yeah,
your
and
horse
anytime
win a
your
race.
horse wins is a great feeling.
Well, and especially after what you've been through with the horse. I mean, the horse didn't win a race for how long?
How about this? Yeah, all last year. How about this? They stopped to watch it at Richwood. Our crew did. Susan Schroeder just texted, how exciting. So
It's awesome.
my sister just texted, Poster Pets has turned into secretariat. Let's go up to Roger.
2-year-old trot, 3rd division, $4,340. Big D's Tack and Vet Supplies. Number 1, Burning Down the House with Chris Hirschberger. Number 2, Rockers Legend, the driver Don Irvine Jr. Number 3, DJ's Anson with Brian Miller. Number 4, Flying Tom, the driver Ty Loy. Number 5, Cherry's Prize with Charlie Myrick. And number 6, 45 Mega, Jason Thompson in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't forget the final mule race comes up after the 12th.
Well, we might have to stick around for the championship of the mule races because they'll get that going right away. But let's take a look at the field for this 12th race.
Number 1 is Burning Down the House. Chris Hirschberger drives and trains for Deborah Kvenmo out of Georgetown, PA. This is a winning fireworks gelding out of the Tom Ridge mare, Nico Ridge. 6 starts this year, 4 second-place finishes, about $16,000 in earnings.
The number 2 is Rockers Legend. Don Irvine Jr. drives for Sue Stockwell. They'll try to double up today. They won the Canfield Trotting Derby earlier today. 5 starts, 3 wins on the year for Rockers Legend, including last time out at Burton.
Number 3 is DJ's Anson. Brian J. Miller trains and drives. Robert Klein from Millersburg, the owner. This is a Mr. Anson Colt out of the Cash Hall mare, Emiliana. Only 1 lifetime start so far.
The number 4 is Flying Tom. Ty Lloyd drives and trains. This is a long Tom out of the full count mare. Lee's Little Sis, 6 starts this year, a win, a second, and a 3rd place finish. That came last time out at Burton. Also has a win in the Buckeye Stallion Series back at Northfield in July.
Number 5 is Sherry's Prize. Charlie Merrick trains and drives the Second Chance Stable. This is an Enterprise gelding out of the Semper Fi Hall mare, Cherry Hill Chip. 6 out of 8 in the money, including 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, and $16,000 in earnings.
The number 6 is 45 MAGA. Jason Thompson drives. Scott Cox is the trainer. Alan Miller of Millersburg is the owner. This is a Marseille out of the Man of Many Missions mare. 1 too many. 8 starts this year, has hit the board 6 times with a win, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, 5 of the last 6 on the board, earnings of just under $13,000.
Big D's Tack and Vet Supplies is the sponsor of the final race here at the Canfield Fair. Purse of $4,340, and these are 2-year-old Colt trotters.
As we get set to go.
Get set to go get a blanket.
Really?
God, when did this happen?
Should have taken the blanket. We should have came up here and covered ourselves with it. Get a little warmer.
It's Labor Day. The season's changed. The season's
it's
changed.
starting to change, but just a great day as we get set to go here. Last race from Canfield.
Massive fair. Massive.
It is, and it's been a great day of harness racing, a great 2 days of harness racing for the fair. The weather has been wonderful. So just one of those fun days. As we get set to go, waiting for the drag, finishing up one more time around the track.
Didn't lose anybody in terms of the crowd.
No, the crowd
as we get later in the day.
The crowd just has really
held
been
together
great today.
Yep, held together good. I can't wait to cash my tickets and see how I did today.
Hey, you got a bunch there. You got to make sure you get down there.
I have to go down there right after this race and do it because I don't remember where we were the last time that I made a bet on a race, but when I went down there, they had already closed up, and I felt terrible that they had to reopen again to start, divvying out the money.
Well, as soon as this race is over, you can leave, and I'll wrap it all up.
I don't know. I'll come back up. I'll come back up.
So,
no, this is great.
So they are heading to the gate for the finale from the Canfield Fair, the Mahoning County Fair in Canfield. Glad to have everybody along. Thanks for taking a part of your Labor Day today and being a part of our broadcast.
One last time, let's take it up to Roger Houston for the call of finale.
Starting gate.
Yeah, we ran that 4-horse drive.
Nothing like a win.
Last race?
Watch him. Here they come.
Waited all day for that. Yeah, all day long.
They're off and trotting. That's Rocker's Legend going right out for the lead. Flying Tom on the outside second, burning down the house. Gets away third, goes off stride. Racing fourth into the turn, Cherry's Prize. Racing fifth, 45 Mega, and treading the field, DJ's Anson. Down the backside they go. Rocker's Legend and Don Irvine Jr. lead the way. Ty Loy with Flying Tom is right there second. Racing third, trying to close the gap, is Cherry's Prize, opening quarter. 45 Mega fourth, racing fifth, burning down the house, trailing the field, DJ's Anson. Opening quarter, 29-3. Straight alignment at the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, it's Rocker's Legend and Don Irvine Jr. showing the way. Right there, second is Flying Tom, trotting third, Cherry's Prize. Off stride, 45 Mega. Moving up now fourth, burning down the house and treading the field, DJ's Anson. Halfway home, 102. Into the turn they go. Rocker's Legend continues to show the way. Here comes Ty Loy on the move with Flying Tom. Racing third, Cherry's Prize as they race to the backside and the 3/4 mark. Racing fourth, burning down the house. 45 Mega fifth, and the trailer is DJ's Anson. Going to the 3/4 mark. Ty Loy, Flying Tom on the outside. Don Irvine Jr. with Rocker's Legend tries to fight back second. 3/4, 133. Around the final turn. Coming back on the inside, Rocker's Legend on the outside, hanging a bit is Flying Tom. Less than 8 to go in Ohio. Rocker's Legend on the inside. Flying Tom coming back on the outside. Rocker's Legend, Flying Tom with a rush. Noses apart at the wire.
Looks like 425 to me. Photo, Eric, photo.
Needless to say, we've got a photo.
We
I'm
got
not
a
sure.
photo. I know. I got the one on the outside. I think Flying Tom got up by a nose.
Let's see what we get here.
A nose.
We will wait for the official. We don't have the time. We don't have the official.
No.
So
No.
we'll be waiting to get all of that here shortly.
I'm very nervous. My last ticket. Oh, it was the one? Okay.
425, Eric, unofficial.
4.
425.
Yeah.
425, unofficial.
So there you go, 425 unofficially.
I'll take it. 3-1. $2 across the board. Let me see, did I have anything?
Get our winner to come back around.
Going back and then I'll leave it
Hey, thanks a lot, Mike. Great job. Great job.
It's not a bad day.
Not at all.
Great day.
Here comes your winner back around. Ty Loy in the bike.
Ty Loy with his second win of the day.
Second driving win of the day.
Saw Ty when he was getting up early this morning when he was setting up in the barn, and I remember thinking to myself, there's a lot of guys like Ty. He got the whole operation himself. He drove here, his horses, he worked them all, he put them in the stalls, he fed them. Just a one-man show.
Back in front of the stands, your unofficial winner. 12th race, hometown at Colt Stake, 2-year-old Colt Trot. Number 4, Flying Tom, owned by David Wills of Granville, Ohio. Ty Loy of Grafton and DJ Gregory of Utica, Ohio. Ty Loy trains and drives 2-year-old gelding, Belong Tom at Alay's Little Sis, home a winner.
Good for him.
Get the final rundown here.
Yeah.
And they'll get the winner's circle off of the track, and we'll have our
Results are
finals
official.
of the
Number 1 Burning Down the
mule
House
race.
for the 2 Rockers Legend, 2 the 3 DJ Sanson, 6 the 4 Flying Tom, the winner, the 5 Cherry's Prize, 3 the 6 45 Mega, 5 Top Down, 4 2 6 1 3 5 on the bottom, the mile 203.
That'll do it for the racing, but we're getting ready for the finals of the mule race. We'll pick that up before we wrap it up from here.
Great job by Ty there, that back half of 101 for the win. Track is clear. Here we go. Ready, set, and oh, got one backwards. Whoop, 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 whoop.
We keep losing that one right behind the truck there.
And they're off. Oh, this one's closer. Oh.
So there you go. Well,
hey guys, thanks so much for being with us today. Frank, congratulations on your win. That's a great feeling. I was pleased to be able to be here and enjoy that with you.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to us, the great people here at the Canfield Fair and all our friends and everybody that's been on this ride with us. But thank you much. I want to thank everybody for taking a part of their Labor Day to be with us. Don't forget, we still got racing at Richwood and the Marietta races that are now at McConnellsville. So we hope you'll jump over there and enjoy some more racing. And thanks you much, and we'll see you later this week at another fair.
Look forward to it. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Goodbye, everybody.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres. thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.